え追ってゆくけれど掴む術はない微笑みに揺れる心の闇幻の夢どんな痛み放ちたいの今君が望む全てが受け入れられなかったとして Poland is ultra big. Marsz, marsz, Dabrowski, dziś mi ładnie Polski, na twoim pożywnym, ignorantem. Prosy, pozoty, wyszli Polakami, a nawet zgromada parts, that's szwami. Marsz, marsz, Dabrowski, dziś mi do Polski, a nawet Marsz, marsz, Dabrowski, dziś miłość miał do Polski, a nawet Bradwardem, głosem Sylwardem. Singing around him. I just stole nothing. Oh, he's a black honey. Oh, so you don't want to see. Because you're a bunny. Marsh, marsh, Dabrowski. She's was in the Polski. Not the way I but this is just no rather than. Marsh, marsh, Dabrowski. Dziś miłość do Polski, na twoim przyjazdem, z narodem.
Hello there, chat. Or should I say, dzień dobry? Or should I say, buenos dias? Or should I say, guten Abend? Or should I say, any other language I can bring up at this point? Because, chat, I am Mr. Worldwide. I am a very famous rapper whose name I forgot, but that has contributed to the world this particular image. I am today your Mr. Worldwide as I bring you international VTuber drama that you probably have never seen before, and you probably never see again, because this is the last stream about this country that I'm gonna be make. Yes, thank you, his name is Pitbull. But I do know him only as Mr. Worldwide. I have never listened to anything that that he produced. He's just Mr. Worldwide, and that should be enough. Again, chat, I am many things, and I do understand many a language, including the one that we're going to be talking about today. And trust me when I tell you, what we are going to be looking at today, you're not fucking ready for. You're absolutely not fucking ready for what we're going to be talking about today. Like, in terms of things that people do wrong in their VTubing careers, this one kind of takes the cake, but it's, you know, so minuscule. It's so small on the grander scheme of things, because it's Poland. Who the fuck remembers Poland? Like, nobody fucking remembers Poland. Do you know what? Like, does anybody know what Poland is actually known for? If you're not Polish, that is. Like, do you fucking even know what Poland is, where it is, and what it does, what it did? I bet you fucking don't. I mean, unless you're Polish, that is. Other than that, you probably don't know shit about Poland. Well, today, chat, you're gonna get the full fucking experience of what it is to be a Polish VTuber. And there can be no other no better candidate to demonstrate that than the topic of today's stream, which is Cherry Chappie. I always forget the. I always forget her name. It's such a fucking simple name. But before that, I'd like you to take a look at the screen for just a little moment and realize that we're gonna be dealing with women. We're gonna be dealing with Polish women, and Polish women are very temperamental. You can say that a lot of Polish women have the menhera inherent in their birth. Like a Polish female baby pops up, it's she's probably fucking crazy. And what's better to demonstrate that than just a random Polish VTuber? Hold up. I had her here just a moment ago. I'll introduce you to some things about Polish VTubing as we go along. I mean, I have to be very honest with you, chat. I knew very little about Polish VTubing in general because I just wasn't fucking interested in any of it. But I've been following this Chappy Cherry person for like quite a bit, like a few months now. And what she's been saying and what she's been up to has been eye-opening. And I would be amiss if I didn't introduce you to her today. But first of all, let me show you what a like typical Polish VTuber behaves like. And that isn't Chappy Cherry. It's just some random VTuber. I forgot her name. I am sorry, but you know, I can't. I really cannot be bothered to remember like tens of different Polish VTubers that will not live. They will not live to 2026. I can fucking assure you that they won't. But here it is. Like this is your typical Polish VTubing experience.
Was it on the molo? Did you guys went to the molo? When was it? When did you make it? Oh my god, I have a fly here! Wypierdoloj! Kurwa, do widzenia! Sure.
What you probably know Poland from is the use of the word kurwa, which is the equivalent of fuck. It has as many uses in the Polish language as it does in the English language. It can be used as a verb, can be used as a noun, can be used as an adverb, adjective, like whatever the fuck you want to deal with it, whatever the fuck you want to use it for, you can use it. And this is your typical Polish VTubing experience. But since you know this is the Poland stream, before we actually get to the meat and potatoes, which is Chappy Cherry, I'd like to show you a few other places in VTubing where Poland was mentioned, and give you a little bit of context to what things are. Just give me a sec. Where did I actually put that?
Pierogis.
Roads out.
Mikhail's pierogis. Спасибо. Друзья, pierogis. I thought pierogis were... Are pierogis Polish? Pierogis.
And we're here to enjoy some shogi!
Oh, Shaggy!
And thank you for inviting me. And dzień dobry, everyone. Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
That's some Polish. Yeah, dzień dobry. Good morning.
Miło. Miło się. Poznać.
Miło mi cię poznać. Yay! Nice to meet you, Holly.
I do have to say that I'm not sure if Oli actually practiced any of that. Not like these words are hard to pronounce for a Polish person, but then again, I am impressed by this Indonesian being able to pronounce it as well as she does. When you saw Pippa trying to sing the Polish national anthem, she just kind of butchered everything because Pippa is a burger. Pippa is a huge burger that has never learned any kind of other pronunciation other than what she knows. Uh, and yeah, that's your typical experience of a Polish, of a non-Polish person trying to speak the language. They're usually gonna fucking butcher it and probably kill themselves as well trying to pronounce it. But let's continue with all the Polish mentions.
Yeah.
Perfect Polish accent.
To be fucking honest, people barely knows English. That is true. That is true indeed.
Perfect. Yeah.
Stozy Pawilamia Wanyamya Nogami.
This is a very common Polish tongue twister. Very few Polish people can actually do that correctly. I'm not even gonna attempt it because it would be embarrassing. And speaking Polish is kind of embarrassing in itself. I get second-hand embarrassment when I see an anime character trying to speak Polish. But yeah, this is a very common one that most Poles don't can even pronounce properly.
POV. Jesteś w szkole o 7:00 i nie ma
Point of view, you're in school at 7 a.m. and you don't have anything else to do.
co robić. How's my Polish? nie masz co robić.
She's not bad at it either.
Mamo, kup mi chipsy.
See, when it comes to Polish VTubers, I think Vebe, despite her not actually using it all that much, she's probably the biggest. I wouldn't say her. I wouldn't call her Polish VTuber whatsoever because her primary language is English. But Vebe can speak Polish quite fluently. But in the way she pronounces things, you can tell that she's been kind of away from the mainland, from Poland, if she ever actually lived there at any point in time, because she has a very weird way of enunciating certain words, and her pronunciations of certain words is also a little bit off. But yeah, if you want to stretch it, Vebe is probably the biggest Polish VTuber out there, despite not actually speaking Polish too much. So yeah, that's pretty much her when it comes to that. But I'll show you one other thing after you watch this compilation. I'm gonna stretch what it means to be a Pole just a little bit more to show you the actual biggest quote-unquote Polish VTuber.
Feeling bad,
I wonder if you'll guess who that is.
Kupo? Okay, it's kind of funny, but like Kupo in Polish would mean like shit. Like well, yeah, sorta. Dzień dobry. Smacznego.
See, they're all so good at it. Even Pekora was very good with that Dzień dobry too.
Thank you, dziękuję, 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 dziękuję.
Kociam w okno. Wieścieskie. Nie wieściek.
What Lumi said here is kind of vaguely translated into "I fucking love all bears," with a very colloquial way of saying that this person loves the bears quite a bit, with a lot of intensity. Very colloquial and very rude way to say it, by the way, but that's what this chatter told her to say, at least.
See, I don't know. It's so hard.
Sztuka Wołoska na Litwie nikomu nie znana. Dziś rozpoczęcia.
Trying to pronounce anything the Polish language could be used as an event in a Squid Game. Just try to properly pronounce this set of Polish words in a sentence, or you'll die. Everyone would die.
Elzli Widzania Priz Strigetskia Course White Zila Matrimony, I know that one. I Krizetsi Kdzorzi Nirez Gromia Jazi Amboni.
Sounds like an alien language, doesn't it?
Amboni.
Is back to show us an update on a really
Oh,
exciting
kurwa
game that
mać.
caught my eye.
And yeah, if you know, again, if you want to stretch it a little bit, let me show you another thing. The actual biggest quote-unquote Polish VTuber. Hold up. Where did I put this clip? Just a moment. You're gonna be surprised, chat. The actual biggest Polish VTuber is.
Yeah, because they're twins.
Onward, Ikuso! Dzień dobry! Have you ever been to Poland? Shit. I know a little Polish. I know how to say grandma and grandpa. Babci and Zazu.
How do I know that? I might be a little Polish. Not Zazzle! Zazu! God damn it. Polish even real? Yes, it is! Yes, I am a little Polish. Actually, a decent amount of Polish, but I won't tell you in comparison to how much Italian there's. I'm a mutt, okay? Yes, Poland exists. I've never been there, though. Like I said, I know how to say grandma and grandpa.
Yes, indeed. Kali has a little bit of Polish in her. Based on her word choices, based on the words that she knows, which is pretty much a diminutive form of grandfather, which is what she tried to say is dziaduś. I can imagine that she's probably like 1/4 Polish, but again, I'm just really kind of stretching the definition of what it means to be a Polish person, because at least Kali is not one of those Americans that says that she's Italian and kind of, you know, steals somebody's heritage through that. There's a lot of Americans out there that like are 1/8 of a something, like 1/8 German, and they continue to say that they're German and shit like that. No, no, my dear Burger, you aren't German. You are American, and you will probably never have anything to do with the country your great-grandparents came from. So please do not say that you're from somewhere that you're not, because it makes you look kind of ignorant, especially when people ask you about the details of the country that you're apparently from. But yeah. So what have we learned about Poland, chat? But before that, let me put some music on, and then we can talk about... and then we can answer the question of today's chat, of today's stream: is Polish VTubing too racist or too based for the world of VTubing at large? Let me get the music up, and then we can talk about it some more. Hold up. Okay. If this is too loud, do tell me. I have to modulate that stuff because I have a lot of clips ready today. Some people say racist and based. This is actually also my opinion. Having seen what I've seen and having heard what I've heard. And really, you're not ready for what you're gonna see and what you're gonna hear. It's a little baffling to me as well, but we're gonna be answering all of these questions as they come along. So do not worry, we're gonna come to something definitive at the end of the stream, hopefully. I sure fucking hope so. But yeah, as I was saying, like, why did I decide to tackle this particular thing, and why tackle it now? Well, because the subject of today's stream, which is Chappy Cherry, more than recently has gotten herself in 2 major dramas in the Polish VTubing scene. These dramas are kind of side things in terms of things that she says that are very outrageous, but it will show you that VTubing all around the world is pretty much like this.
Damn it, same shit, different day.
It's pretty much this all the time, and you'll be surprised how many parallels there are between what's happening the VTuber scene and what's happening the Polish VTuber scene. It's all the same shit every single fucking day. People get cancelled for lolly. People get cancelled because they were quote-unquote racist, although the subject of today's stream has a little streak of what one would actually consider racism. And by little, I mean there's a lot of it. And by a lot of it, I mean there's... she's like Hitler incarnate in some instances, you could even say, due to her opinions and the shit that she says. What else happens? Oh, people copy one another and get into petty squabbles over who started what first, even though all of them just copy shit from English-speaking VTubers. But then again, after that happens, they accuse one another of copying the first person decided to copy another EN VTuber. It's all very petty, and it's all very fucking stupid. Extremely fucking stupid. And you'll see it very quickly and very efficiently, as I have divided today's stream in several segments. First is gonna be the introduction to Chappy Cherry, like who is she, like where did she fucking actually come from. We're gonna go through a few of her select tweets on Twitter. Then I'll tell you a little bit about the dramas she got involved with and what they entail. Then I'll have a small segment about the state of Polish VTubing to show you that it's same shit every day. And then, which is probably the best part of the stream, I'll show you some clips from her streams and explain what the fuck she actually talks about on a daily basis. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. But before that, let me lower the volume just a little bit again, because some of you guys may have actually seen her at some point in time. She kind of landed on everyone's radar at one point in time, to the point where a lot of popular VTubers actually noticed her because of that singular mention. I know for a fact that Pipkin Pippa of Face Connect does follow her, and I can like vaguely imagine that she actually decided to follow her because of that one particular video that someone decided to highlight on Twitter. Let me show you the video real quick to show you what I mean. Again, you might actually have seen her yourself.
Tak, to nie, to była adrenalina. Szybciej chyba biegałam dzięki temu i się nie męczyłam, nie? Kurwa! Jezu, przepraszam! Boże, przeklełam! O mój Boże! O mój Boże, bardzo was przepraszam.
See, this is the video in question. It got shitloads of retweets and got shitloads of attention, like quite a bit. This Murder Cube person on Twitter highlighted her, saying that they love the Polish language, and she kind of has a little boo-boo here where she accidentally swears in the way most people do, in the way most Polish people do, which is just saying kurwa out loud. And she was very apologetic. You will notice she was very apologetic about it, to the point that it kind of broke her voice, because normally she puts on a voice when she streams as Chappy Cherry, to the point that she, I think, started using her normal voice. And you may be asking yourself, like, why is she so apologetic about just swearing the equivalent of fuck? Well, I can only imagine that at the very beginning of her career as Chappy Cherry, although this is like July, which is like 6 or 7 months, or even 8 since her official debut. However, she was trying to kind of have a very clean image at the time. I'm not quite sure, but you know, trying to stop yourself from swearing, trying to be a little bit say-so here and there, kind of, you know, gets to that point. But that facade, that mask, it drops very quickly. Here she is, like, thanking everybody for thinking that, you know, Polish language is awesome and awesome and cool. But again, all of that drops very fast. And again, you might have seen this clip around this time 2 years ago, if you were on Twitter at that time. But again, that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is exploring, like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Because there's quite a lot wrong with her, chat. And when I say quite a lot, I do mean quite the fucking lot. You will be amazed, and you will be quite surprised. How can someone like this last on Twitch, because that's her main streaming platform, for such a long fucking time? But yeah, let's get right to it, as I'll take you through like the highlights of her presence online, and then some of the highlights her own viewers have clipped on Twitch of her. So let me get that shit up, and then we can have a little bit of fun. Chat, you know how everyone calls Pipkin Pippa of Face Connect like the worst thing alive? Like, they call her a Nazi, they call her Hitler incarnate, they call her transphobic, they call her racist, they call her all kinds of things. But would you believe me that the person that we're just about to explore is actually all of those things combined, but 10 times worse? Would you believe me if I said such an outrageous thing? Because it's true. Because it's true, chat. Hold up. Let me get that stuff up, and then we can read. Because we all love reading around here. You mean 10 times better, depending on how you see the world, though. I don't see the world in such a way that some of you guys do. Hold up. Let me get everything up from this folder. So, Chappy Cherry, at the very beginning, she didn't debut until November of 2022. However, she already had a lore and shit planned out since the very middle of 2022. All of that is kind of irrelevant, but it kind of shows that she at least tried to have some kind of image that was a little bit more positive than what she has become later on. So we're gonna read through that in just a moment, but let me actually first of all make these tweets appear in proper order, because otherwise I might just spoil some shit, and that's not good. I don't want to spoil some reveals here and there, because those reveals are very important, and I numbered them in such a way that they give you the whole story of what we're going to be talking about. If I show you the very end of it, it's just not going to have the same impact as I intended it to have. Okay, I think this should be good enough. So once again, here's her lore in English. She prepared her in it in 3 languages. She prepared it in Japanese, Polish, and English. Of course, we're going to be reading the English one. Once upon a time, an old and wise 9-tailed fox was strolling around for some dried strolling around some giant fields when he noticed a teenage girl under a dead tree. She seemed to be exhausted, so the worried fox asked if she needed help. The girl answered, "I am lying here because our field is barren and my whole family is starving. I will lay down in this place and with my corpse I will fertilize the soil and that no one will be hungry anymore." Amazed by the whole situation, the fox decided that he would visit the girl every day, but after a few days she fell into a deep slumber. A beautiful and strong apple tree grew out of her body, the fruit of which filled the bellies of her whole family. The fox, touched by this sacrifice, could not hold back tears and cried softly under the apple tree. For 1,000 years I have been wandering around the world. I have gained a lot of knowledge and have seen many lands. Let this apple tree become a place of my rest. The pure heart from which it grew should continue to beat. That said, the fox used his magic to switch places with the girl. Give you all my knowledge, my 9 tails, the attribute of the guide of human souls. Use them to do good as I, as an apple tree, will take care of the people of this village. When the girl gained the knowledge of the wise old fox and his memories, she saw thousands of lands and human fates. She understood one thing to fulfill his request. She must become a virtual YouTuber. It is kind of funny in context of what I know, because helping all of humanity, I think that excludes black people and Jewish people predominantly, and Germans as well. Why? Well, you'll see. So, cracks in her facade showed very quickly. But even if this tweet is from, you know, the beginning of last year, it should kind of tell you a little bit about this person's state of mind when she's very vocal about defending a certain very popular menhera by the name of Mikaneko. You know, formerly of Uruharushia fame, known for sparking the fuck out on the whole internet, but still having simps to this day. This is one of the very few tweets that Chappie actually wrote in English, and she wrote this directly to Mikaneko. I'm on your side. You have suffered a lot, and I believe that in the end, you will win. It's like the Mafu Mafu. It's like Mafu Mafu just wants your money. I don't believe him. He acts like a drama queen. Firstly for views. Stay strong. fight, girl. And Chappie here, she's a fan of many a VTuber. She's a fan of Pippa. I do know she's also a fan of Tenma from Face Connect. She's a huge fan of Shondo, to the point where she actually, I think, raided into Shondo at one point in time. I forgot to save that particular tweet where Chappie was posting about it, but she is a big fan of what you call the le-based VTubers, and that shows quite a bit later on as she reveals her little based side. Some would say it's a based side of her. This is her current Twitter profile, on which she has given the very apt description. I am a fox, so people love me, while others consider me a pest and want to kill me. You know, that's kind of accurate as far as most of humanity is concerned when it comes to foxes. Foxes can be quite a little pest on your farm. I'm gonna come into your to the back of your house. They're gonna steal your shit, and kill all your fucking chickens. However, she doesn't refer to the animal itself, more like to herself as the person that is also the fox. And believe me, there's a lot of people that tried to get her. And why didn't they get her? Well, because she one, she's Polish, and two, she doesn't give a fuck. And being Polish and being and not giving a fuck is like being an immovable object. You cannot be cancelled. You do not give a fuck. You will laugh all the way to the bank when you have just those two attributes going on. So very quickly, she gets into dramas. She constantly deletes certain tweets. Here's one from May of last year. These are all Google translated, by the way. If they appear in English, and if that English is kind of spotty, looks kind of, you know, rough, it's because all of these tweets are Google translated from Polish. Here, she's responding to some dude regarding some drama. And the dude says this: "It's so irritating how quickly you've come full circle from this image. Once again, you're avoiding responsibility for your words and spitting venom at venom. Hate and threats are to be condemned, but playing the victim card all the time, who did nothing, is not worth a damn." And what did I do? Replies Cherry. Please enlighten me on what I did to tell all these people they don't like my content? Let them not watch and not spend a year calling me names. Because you quickly learn that what Chappy Cherry doesn't like is being called out on social media for various things. Because she's very easily one-guyed by people that are much smaller content creators than she is. Even, you know, nobodies on Twitter. And when it comes to the Polish side of the internet, especially on Twitter, most people there are pretty much nobodies. And she says, please enlighten me on what I did to all these people. They don't like my content. Let them not watch and not spend a year calling me names. Which he replies, you totally don't want to accept that you are the head of a community and the people you surround yourself with, like your egotope, Dennis, and the rest of his subordinates, jump up like dogs with rabies because someone criticizes you more or less constructively. And here they link to a thread. We're gonna take a look through this thread to show you what kind of stupid shit they tried to cancel her in the first place, while not actually, you know, taking a look at what's more objectively bad, you could say. And she replies to this with this. So by you don't take responsibility for your words, you mean you let your moderators have their own opinions, she says. And yeah, let's take a look at the shit that people tried to cancel Cherry for. There's this account called Polish VTuber Slender. The account is very embarrassing, by the way. It's really fucking stupid, especially what they tried to cancel her for. I would have done a much better job trying to cancel Cherry if I wanted to. It doesn't even take that much digging to find things that are quite objectionable, you could say. Here's a whole thread about this, and we're gonna read through all of it. Thread about Chappy Cherry, because people have clearly forgotten everything she did before. Starting with the current drama, Chappy Cherry expressed her opinion on two VTubers, calling them VTubing traitors. She argued that the real VTuber doesn't stream with their face. People are shitting themselves. This refers to a drama that she has with a popular content creator called Shini, I believe is her name. She's a female streamer on Twitch. She's quite popular. I do believe she has like over 100k subs on there. I didn't quite look too clearly into that one, but she's really quite popular. And at one point, she kind of decided to become a VTuber. Like on and off, like in a similar fashion that Pokimane once tried to do. Like she put on a virtual YouTuber avatar, like for the, I don't know, for an experiment or some shit like that, and then never used it again, to my knowledge. So essentially, Shinny is very similar. And Chappie got into a beef with her over that because she believes that VTubers shouldn't just, you know, show their faces all the time. And I do kind of agree with that one because, you know, if you're supposed to be a VTuber, what's the point in showing your face all the time? But in Shinny's case, it's kind of different because she was a Flesh streamer for many years before that. So her VTuber avatar is kind of an extra. But they had beef over that. They fought over it. They had a petty argument on a stream where one said to the other, "Debate me, bro," and they had a debate me, bro stream with a moderator. I'm not gonna show you that because it's in Polish, and I'm not gonna fucking translate 3 hours of two Polish women going at one another. But to give you a summary of it, Shinny essentially decided to call her something akin to a pedophile, saying that she sexualizes her avatar and she you know, caters to pedophiles. She essentially is pedobaiting, and Chappie went after her for being rude about that, and essentially being a fake VTuber because Shinny shows her face all the time. She's a Flesh streamer. And that was the drama. So if you're looking for like people to support in any facet of this, you probably won't find them because everyone's fucking retarded. Everyone's fucking retarded in Polish. Not a very good combination, you might imagine. But yeah, that's the gist of the drama that's mentioned here in this tweet. Racism. Chappie Cherry has repeatedly used derogatory terms towards black people several times on stream, later explaining it as an accident, like in the video. She has called her fans cherry nooks, cherry nooks in reference to the word N-words with the hard R, and has repeatedly used the N-word on DC, which is a voice call rather. And on streams. Let me give you a small Polish lesson here. I don't know if YouTube is gonna bonk me for that, but whatever. I'm willing to risk it. The derogatory term towards black people in Polish is the word czarnuch, which is singular, or czarnuchy in plural. That's essentially the hard N word in Polish. And Cherry's fandom name is Cherinuchy, which is essentially a play on the hard N words. Do you see where I'm going with that? Her fandom name is essentially the hard N words. That's her fandom name. Do you see where this stream is gonna go, chat? I hope you do, because it's gonna get a lot worse than that. But yeah, that's what it is. And here's some screenshots in Polish, where they I guess they're trying to invent the name for the fandom. I'm not gonna translate all of that. They wanted to abbreviate it to NG, because you know NG can also be the N word. That's why the NG is spammed here. He's another chatter, or her rather. But she called herself Chapek at that time. It's very hard to translate it and make it, you know, YouTube friendly at the same time. But you see the words here, like comparing the word rigor to the word and words. Yeah, that's here. And then she posted her avatar with a darker skin color, saying, "I GTA'd too hard." And then there's other things they tried to cancel her for, lesser things, but still kind of shitty thing to do. AI art. Chappy Cherry uses AI art for their merch or promotes work made largely by AI. Here's an example from the current merch website with 2 AI artists, and here's them showing it off. I do believe all of that merch is gone at this point. As a little bit more added context, Chappy Cherry is part of a Polish VTuber group and company, actually a registered company. Currently suspended in its business, but she is part of a VTuber company called Koi Corp. Koi as in, you know, the fish, the Japanese Asian fish, and Corp as in corporation. And I do believe that she made this company together with her friend, which is also one of her moderators. And that moderator is going to be talked about here too. In addition, the calendar which she called merch was an AI drawing. You can see it on the calendar post itself, but on her later post, which included drawing from the calendar with another picture, you can see that it is AI art. The irises are different, the hair shadows are inconsistent. So yeah, being racist and saying selling AI art as merch, not very good things to do. But everything runs much deeper than that. Aeshir is a moderator of Chappy Cherry. He is toxic on every platform and openly calls and anyone who disagrees with him. He banned people from Chappy Cherry's Discord server if they were also on the Shini Waifu's server, which is, you know, that other content creator / VTuber that she beefed with that I explained a few minutes ago. Below is a compilation of his toxin, which is just essentially him banning shit. Just banning people left and right. There's more than that. Here's him posting screenshots of him saying some stupid shit. Here's one. This essentially translates to are you acoustic, which is, you know, a play on autistic, or just plain retarded. Another one. I don't have the time to discuss shit with plebeians. As a king, no less. Let the princess take care of you. And here's a larger post from Discord. Dear Cherry Nooks, lately there has been a rising pandemic of idiocy that influences the quality and also the atmosphere on social media. I am observing increased activity of drama mongers and people that in an inconstructive way spoil the New Year's atmosphere. On Twitter, there is a whole shitstorm which resulted in an unprecedented amount of aggression that results in the streamer, Chappy Cherry, that is, wanting to rip somebody limb from limb. And as we know, we want social media to be a place of open. We want social media to be an open place that is positive and inspiring. In light of everything that's written above, we have decided to call off today's stream to maintain a positive atmosphere and to avoid all the shit in the chat. And sadly, here's some user that's mentioned, but that's irrelevant. I hope that you understand our decision, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Thank you for your support and understanding. Fuck the haters, the fake retards, and 3/4 of Polish VTubers, because I don't even kappa with them, which I imagine is him saying that I don't even fuck with them. So yeah, and he signed his post with dictator. So yeah, that's one of her moderators, a very upstanding person, as you can see. There's a few more here. I'm willing to give anyone work a giga payday. Just listen, go to Twitter and write the truth, but write it, you know, reasonably. I will give 200k V dollars for a post, and 500k for a bullet in a pseudo VTuber. Easy. Screenshot the posts and the clapback and send it to my DM. I can tell you one thing, chat. When it comes to like Polish Zoomer slang or just you know, slang that younger Polish people use, it's sometimes even you know, a game to decipher it for someone that actually does know Polish, and that's a very hard thing to do. But essentially, what the guy is attempting to do here is he's trying to send people to Twitter by giving them V-Bucks to post positive shit about, I guess, Chappie, and to go after other VTubers. This shit is so fucking funny, though. Here's another thing that Chappie Cherry apparently did badly. Hazard, which is gambling in Polish. Chappie Cherry has promoted Keydrop, currently banned in Poland. After a ban on the internet website, Chappie deleted all the VODs about it and all the mentions about Keydrop. Don't know how much she promoted that, but apparently she also promoted gambling at some point. So yeah. Defending pedophile preferences. Kath VT declared pedophilia as the best category in erotic animations on stream. Chappie Cherry's response to people pointing it out that it's sick. So yeah, essentially these retards cancelled her for everything, even things that are, you know, just plainly stupid, as in liking Lolicon and Shotacon in anime. That's what they cancelling her for as well. And here's Chappie defending that she doesn't care. She's saying that what the person likes is what the person likes, and that's their own fucking business, and that they shouldn't try to moralize shit like that. And no, they aren't talking about real pedophilia. They're fucking calling it pedophilia in erotic animations, which, you know, is essentially fucking anime and fucking lolicon. So yeah, that's what they're trying to cancel her for as well. Blackface. Chappie Cherry painted her model skin black during a GTA 5 stream. This is the only photo of it remains because all video evidence, TikToks, VODs, etc. has been deleted. For this reason, I will not comment on her behavior on the stream. So chat, they called this blackface, but would you believe me that there's something that's actually worse than just making your model a little bit brown? as a small preview of the clips that I'm gonna show you later, I'm gonna show you one particular clip that kind of explains it all. It's very self-explanatory. Hold up. Where's my clips? My clips. This is just a small preview of what we're gonna be experiencing. Let me get that music silent for a moment. Here, here's the clip.
Okay.
Hold up. It's a little bit too big.
I takie czerwone wary wtedy.
She's saying, I need red lips.
Czekajcie, już tu. Okej, i tu jeszcze. A wary.
Lips?
Takie czerwone, bo nie zawsze ma takie.
She wants the red lips because they always have the red lips. She said they always have the red lips. That's what she said.
O, takie bardziej pomarańczowe chyba. O,
Or maybe they're a little bit orange, she says.
o takie.
Maybe like this. Oh my God. Yeah, she said they have these lips. Who she meant by they? Who knows? Who knows, chat? We'll very soon learn who she meant by they. She makes it very clear who she meant by they. It's not even, it's not even questionable. It's not vague whatsoever who she means by they later on. But yeah, chat. Let's continue in a moment. I need to compose myself because this just gets so bad. Like you think this is bad. Wait until I'm gonna read her comments about certain minority groups. That's gonna be fucking something. Oh boy, you aren't ready for that. Let me take a sip. Because there's a lot. There's a whole fucking lot that we're gonna be going through. There's a whole fucking lot. So, how did you like that preview, chat? Are you ready for it getting worse? Because it's gonna get worse. Get much worse. So much worse. Or better, depending if you're racist or not, I guess. Oh boy. Okay, let's continue. Next tweet. Sexualization of child image. Chappy Cherry's content is based on playing a character who intentionally acts, sounds, and looks like a child. Example, streamer whining on stream. They tried to cancel her for lolicon, which is of course stupid, instead of, actual blackface, I guess. But, priorities. Why be concerned about the actual fucking racism when you can cancel a popular VTuber for lolicon? Like tweets like these, expectations versus reality, essentially showing off a barely covered flat chest. Like, what a crime that is. But yeah, talking about her age, that lying about her age is a bad thing as well. Like that matters anything. Age. Chappy Cherry lies about her age publicly. On January 12th, 2023, the title of the stream said it was her 18th birthday. According to Akira VT, Chappy Cherry was born on January 12th, 1994, not 2005. The artists who are drawing fan art now, I understand that you are piggybacking on the monetary reach and that is profitable for you, or the whole situation makes you laugh, but think that making mass amounts of drawings and memes about it only gives them a more publicity and permission to be toxic. I'm mainly referring to the situation with Aesir and Silver. Aesir's toxic behavior towards Silver, which I imagine is another content creator, I didn't investigate that thoroughly, is forgotten because suddenly there are arts where they love each other and the whole topic of toxicity is pushed to the other side. While Shinny and Chappie don't have a problem with each other, the gentlemen may have. That's essentially what they have a problem with. Which is petty, considering like there's actual things you should be concerned about, like selling AI art, I guess, and you know, actual racism. But yeah, that's what they have a problem with. Chappy Cherry chat. There was already a post about this. Chappy Cherry's chat was openly writing about masturbating to a streamer, etc. None of the moderators did anything about it. They allowed such behavior of the chat, even though Chappy clearly didn't feel comfortable with it. Here's essentially screenshots of horny Polish people saying in very poetic ways that they you know, did the nasty to Chappy's avatar. That's what this person has a problem with, I guess. And Chappy also, you know, got into dramas with smaller VTubers, like someone called Queen of Redness that apparently wished harm on VTubers with children. Like, here's this whole small drama about it. I'm not gonna read all of this. You can check this out later. But essentially, there was this VTuber called Red Queen, now White Queen, called Graduated. And she apparently was wishing bad things to happen to VTubers with families, and they had a miniature drama about it. Here's a back and forth between two VTubers about it. Again, that's not very relevant, but Chappie was also a part of it because she commented on it. Here's what she commented about this Red Queen person. This woman is incredibly mentally disturbed. She comes up with new and uncreated things, and the hatred she is filled with is simply terrifying. I hope that someone from her family and friends will notice that she needs help from a specialist, because at this point I simply feel sorry for her. And she added this. It was the same with me. She came to my server before she debuted. I was so excited that a new VTuber with a beautiful voice would appear on the scene. I announced her debut on Discord, and we did a collab. But already on the collab, she started saying that VTubers are chicks who are hungry for money. And in general, instead of having such a cheerful vibe, it all came out very bad. So I stopped replying to her, and since then all she does is spit venom. Apparently, when Kafi appeared, she's another VTuber, she wrote her immediately whether Kafi was me. When there was bot raids, she threw accusations that I was sending them. She saw that I was sold my body to have money for a model. Now that I'm an anti-vaxxer, I have no idea where she's getting these accusations from. So I look from the side and see a person who desperately needs someone to give her love and acceptance. Someone to stand by her side and then take her to a specialist. Because at this point she's doing herself the biggest harm. It's terribly sad. So here's a little bit of insight into Polish VTubing drama. They have the same fucking shit as the EN VTubing does, like just rinse and repeat, copy and paste. It's all just petty shit left and right, and catty women going at each other all the fucking time. It's like nothing new. And here's where the based posting starts. In June of last year, Chappie says the hard N-word in Polish, kind of stylizing it, you know, to, I guess, not trigger something. But then again, the word czarnuch or czarnuchy doesn't really trigger anything on Twitter, so she kind of can say that whatever the fuck she wants. So here's an ideal woman, and she quote retweeted this one. Here's an ideal woman. 6.5 out of 10. Can slightly cook, says black person. Says F-slur. Yes, this is the Polish F-slur, which is also a part of a bicycle in Polish. So I can say it on stream without getting in trouble with YouTube. It's pronounced pedał. So next time you want to call someone an F-slur in a safe way on social media, do it in Polish, because that doesn't trigger anything. Once again, I repeat, pedał. It's pronounced like this for all of you non-Polish chatters on here. It's like this. You pronounce it like this. Pedo. It kind of sounds like pedo, but it's a little bit different. It's pedo. So yeah, this is the start of the based posting. And the based posting just gets more based, if you want to call it that, going forward. Here's her quoted reading account that's now suspended, called Red Pills Alex. You can kind of guess what it was by that name. It's now suspended. And here she says, White Poland, with a triple Polish flag. I wonder what she meant by that. What did she mean by White Poland? Did she mean that Poland is so clean, like the streets are so clean, it's virtually white? Or did she mean something else? Well, the answer to that is just gonna come very, very quickly. What did she mean by that, chat? Do you remember the drama with Filian where she made a George Floyd joke? Well, Chappie was there too, to quote retweet this particular thing where Filian was getting shit on for making a George Floyd joke. She says the following, in English actually, this time around. White foxes have this in their blood. We love police. Yeah, XD. XDD rather. White foxes have this in their blood. We love police. Jesus Christ. And there's more and more base posting. Dangerous words that strike sensitive audience. If someone finds the statement, there are two sexes controversial, then I really wonder how it was possible that someone like that was the strongest sperm. I kind of agree with this one, at least. More. She made a small infographic of herself. She does have two models, two very prominent models. One of a police lolly, I guess, and another one, her normal one, which is wearing a kimono, something like that. Let me translate all of that. Girl type white female fox doesn't understand what gender is. For those of you that aren't very familiar with internal Polish politics, when the Poles use the word gender in this form in English, they're talking about an ideology. LGBTQ plus ideology in Poland is often shorthanded to gender ideology. So this is what she means by doesn't understand what gender is. So she doesn't understand this ideology. She thinks dogs are better than cats. That's normal. That's not anything inflammatory. Doesn't like Germans, because you know what Polish person likes Germans, I guess. Loyal. Connoisseur of statistics. we're gonna get to this particular statement later. I have a clip for it. What does she mean by statistics? She's a big connoisseur of statistics. What does she mean by that? We'll understand. Here's Chartnuch again. You already know what that means. There are two genders. Laughs a lot. Don't go out shopping. Let's order in. Let's watch this together. Won't let you be called names. Patriot. Do you want some tea? Maybe coffee? Spits on leftoids. A little bit dominant. You are humorous. You are hilarious. Be quiet. Do not embarrass me. I want to be your wife. I collect seashells and small rocks. Loves the color white. So as you can probably see from this, there's a lot of innocuous things here with a little bit more inflammatory things, but yeah. That's not even the best, or worse, depending on how you see it. This one is very self-explanatory. Leftists should be beaten. Beat. What she's quote-tweeting here? Well, she's quote-tweeting a post that says that losers of the war should have reparations paid to them. So, in light of this post, the Germans that lost World War II should have reparations paid to them. And she commented, leftists should be beat. Which is a very based thing to say by many people. I imagine with you, chat, that she's very fast getting a lot of fans. That's not intentional, but I imagine a lot of you find this very based and very red-pilled at the same fucking time. Holy shit. Well, need to be beat and should be beat. Well, all in all, she wants leftists to be beat, to get beaten up. Here she says that she loves InPost and hates Germans. InPost is a Polish courier service, similar to like FedEx or DHL. So yeah, hates Germans, loves InPost. There are two genders, man and woman. This joke requires a little bit of Polish knowledge. Why? Because this particular infographic says, how do you identify? Here it says human, woman, and I don't want to share. You see, chat, the word man in English can also be a shorthand for human. However, human in Polish means człowiek. So instead of this being an actual man, as in you know, a male human, instead it says człowiek, which is human, which makes it look like how do you identify human, woman? I don't want to share. That's the fucking joke. It's a very good joke if you know Polish. So essentially, women aren't human. That's the fucking joke, chat. I hope you enjoy. This one is great too. Remember, if you are sad, it's because there is not enough racism in you. This particular meme says, when you have reached such a high level of racism that you don't even allow dark thoughts to reach your mind. You don't allow dark thoughts in because you have reached such a high level of racism. Do you understand why I said how bad it gets? And believe me, this is not where it ends. Like, this is not even the peak of the shit that she says. Chat, imagine her doing this shit in the English VTubing community. Like, imagine her being like that there. She would be like the worst of the worst. And imagine, like, Pippa and Kirsche are two great examples of people being blamed for this kind of behavior that they think they exhibit. Whereas here, in the Polish VTubing community, you have the exact thing that these people are looking for. Jesus Christ. Here's another one. This one I don't even need to comment on. She just tweets things like that, chat, sometimes. I got banned for 24 hours for a black guy puking cereal, but I'm back now. I don't know what the fuck she posted, but apparently it was bad enough to get suspended on Twitter for 24 hours. I have no idea what she posted, but that's what she said she posted. Some black guy puking cereal. I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about, though. She's also very much interested in Chinese technology, especially Chinese Roombas that shout slurs. Chinese robot vacuum cleaners have been hacked in several US states, with users reporting that vacuums were shouting racist slurs through built-in speakers, giving attackers access to live camera feeds and remote control functions. She was very interested in that particular post. And here's her complaining about Netflix and Viki. I don't know what the fuck that is. I imagine it's another streaming service. How it annoys me that that when I go to Viki or Netflix, I can't check the box so that things with the LGBTQ+ tags are not displayed to me. How much trash and ideological cinema do you have to wade through to find anything worth watching? I'm a sucker for buying it. Here's a very recent post, by the way, from January of this year. She's quote retweeting a particular robot. You might have seen this one. It was like a robot running around on the streets shouting the hard N-word and ending it with that the people of power. I can't say that word on stream, sadly. YouTube and no should be unalived. Yeah, that particular robot. And what does she comment on it? Well, let me translate. It's true that robots are smarter than most humans are. That's what she says. For real, no cap, as the Zoomers say. Here she's commenting on something. People are freaking out about this, but I remember a whole segment about a group of terrier owners in New York who would let their terriers hunt rats. That was considered a public service. Shrug. And Chappie commented on it. Typical N-words. Just in Polish. Jesus, Chappie. Control yourself just a little bit. Here's Chappie commenting on the latest season of Arcane. Homo propaganda doesn't exist in Arcane 2. It can't hurt you. It's just V and Caitlyn. Meanwhile, homo propaganda in Arcane 2. Uh, she's everything. Like she's everything that people want Pippa to be. Like to a fucking T-chat. We should really direct these people to Chappie because they really should see Chappie. Because Chappie loves this attention, doesn't she? She wouldn't be doing shit like that otherwise, would she? This is another Mika Neko promotion post. I hope that everyone who thought Mika Neko was evil and Mafu Mafu was some kind of saint is now simply feeling stupid. I'm glad I was on her side from the beginning. Here's her commenting on one of Elon Musk's posts, saying that women are exceeding men in academia. This doesn't surprise me a bit, since the refugees are almost exclusively men and their intelligence level lowers the statistics of white men. See, these types of comments are what some people believe Kirche says. But here is like, pure as day, dark as night. You just don't need to look very far. You just need to know a little bit of Polish. Or just have Google Translate. Oh man. Here's she talking about to someone about sexualizing VTuber characters, and also puts in a little jab on women that sleep with their fans. But what are you talking about? There's a difference between sexualizing a VTuber character in drawings and using VTubing just to hook up with people. Hit a certain niche, then sell your in real life pics and offer one-on-one meetings in hotels. Here's her commenting about a VTuber flash posting. Sometimes I think VTubing should have never made it outside of Japan. For many Western girls, it has become a way to promote whoring. I can understand how most of you probably see her right now as the most based VTuber in existence. Doesn't like whores either. Here's she complaining about Polish VTubers participating in too many subathons. Endless subathons among Polish VTubers are pathology and disgusting money scam that harms everyone who wants to do it well. You realize that they don't even want to stream the counter anymore, and they stream on Discord, hiding behind poor mental health. XD. Yeah, here's Chappie complaining about a very Polish thing. You see, chat. When Polish people speak English and their pronunciation isn't quite right, there's a lot of words in the English language that end with ing. Like, you know, a lot of verbs like doing, making. And the way Polish people pronounce it is just like very phonetically. Like doing, making, ing. The ing is also very, very noticeable in the way they pronounce it. And here's Chappie commenting on that, calling that the hard Polish R. The hard Polish R is beautiful, and we should laugh at the toothless English for even swallowing the letters. She loves it. Calls it the Polish R, the hard R. The hard Polish R. You know, chat, at some point we're gonna talk about German VTubers as well, because I have a thing to say about those as well. That's gonna be a fun fucking stream. Although the Polish ones are a little bit more funnier than that. Because her in particular, she in particular is so fucking unhinged about it. And mind you, chat, Bearing some exceptions, that Shini person that also flash streams all the time. This is the biggest, to my knowledge, Polish VTuber. She has... How many does she have? She has 38k subscriptions on YouTube, and how much does she have on Twitch? She is quite notable. Let me check her stats real quick. Just, you know, be certain. She has almost 50k followers on Twitch. Her streams average around 300 to 400 viewers. Her peak viewers of all times, she has been streaming since 2022, is 1,660. So she's not a small fry in VTuber terms, and she's especially not a small fry in terms of Polish VTuber. This is what you're seeing right here, chat. This is the biggest Polish VTuber. She's not a nobody. And this is what the biggest Polish VTuber can get away with. Do you see how fucking crazy that is? And the fact that she gets away with it for years, and she does the shit on Twitch. And there's a very good explanation for that, chat. I have a theory about why she just doesn't get banned, her account gets removed. It's because nobody fucking understands Polish in Twitch moderation. They don't have any good automated systems to ban Polish racism. She can just do whatever the fuck she wants as long as she does it in Polish. No consequences whatsoever, other than people trying to fucking cancel her. Because chat, she does this shit on stream too. This isn't just limited to Twitter. I have so many fucking clips where she where she's quote unquote based. We're gonna watch those. Don't worry, we'll get through that. Here's Chappie getting slowly disillusioned with VTubing. Sad truth. I loved VTubing so much when I started. It was all like a world full of butterflies and flowers. But after 2 years, I feel so worn out. My dreams have fallen apart. Nice post. I recommend reading it. Perfectly illustrates reality. I don't know, Chappie. Maybe the fact that you get into slap fights with people all the fucking time, and you know you're not very say so whatsoever. I can imagine a lot of Polish people that even have smaller racist bones in their bodies would want to disassociate themselves with you. I mean, you shout the fucking N-word all the time on your streams and on social media. I can kind of understand why people wouldn't want to be associated with you for the most part. Holy shit. Disillusioned with the VTubing. To the point, actually, that last month she actually decided to sell her very, very cute police fox model, which is sad. VTuber model for sale. I'm selling my VTuber model. The price includes arts, emotes, overlays, 2 outfits, 1 fully rigged, 1 unrigged. Price starts at $4.5K. Art by Shokyun, rigged by 19_N1. Retweets appreciated, thank you very much. So yeah, I don't know if she's gonna quit VTubing, but she's at least selling that model. I have no fucking idea if she's just bailing on everything. Here she's commenting about another weird political post. But when you have the courage to speak about it out loud, you are labeled a racist. Because pseudo-political correctness is more important than real victims who went through hell and no one wanted to help them. So that some Mohammed doesn't feel attacked religiously. The world is falling apart. Let Poland still be white. That's I don't think there's any way other way than to interpret this particular post. especially when she ended with "Let Poland Still Be White." Yeah. Oh, Chappie, you should run for politician. You could make headways with the Polish right wing. I'm quite sure she would. Here's her complaining on New Year's Eve about Germans. I hate German. It's before noon, the last day before the year. In the town where I live, some pseudo-rich families have come with a bunch of kids and are screaming the language of barbed wire. My dog is more afraid of them than fireworks. Chat, do you understand the reference here? do you understand the reference? Like, why is she calling German the language of the barbed wire? It's chat because Germans during World War II, they built these things called concentration camps, and they were surrounded by electrified barbed wire. So that's what she calls German language, the barbed wire. Oh, fully based, I guess. And in case you know, you thought all of this shit were jokes. Well, here's Chappie explaining her stances once and for all. I love racism. This is the only thing that Polish VTubers didn't steal from me. She loves racism, chat. Just out loud and proud about it. She's very possessive of it too. She doesn't want Polish VTubers to steal it from her. And this is so sad. Like, if she wasn't like this, she would have been much more popular. She has the range for it. She has the talent for it. But she decided to be all of this for whatever fucking reason. I don't know. I don't know what motivated her to be like this. Is it attention? Was she building like a super holy based audience like this? I don't know. We're gonna try to explain it at the end of the stream because it baffles me as well. I don't fucking know. Here's the Chappie retweeting a meme with Lucky Star. N-words are violent. Don't say that around N-words. Why not? They'll kill you. That's her retweet, by the way, right here at the top. Does Poland have woke VTubers? I bet it does. There's a fair amount of woke people in Poland, especially on social media. They're very easy to spot. They get shat on all the time, quite frequently too. They're very, very easy to spot. And here's Chappie retweeting a fan art of Tenma, because Chappie is a big fan of Tenma. That particular art by Agemata, I guess it's very good. I really like his drawings. They're top tier. Especially that one comic they made about Face Connect feet. It's a very long one. You should go and read it. It's very funny. So at some point in time, during this month, by the way, at the beginning of this month, Chappie got into a little bit of a drama with a Polish female streamer called Kasix. And you may ask yourself, why is that? What's this drama about? Well, this Kasix person, I don't know much about her, by the way. I can't stand Polish internet personalities. I would send them all to the moon, by the way. Like, one-way fucking ticket. All of Polish internet content creators are embarrassing, and I'd rather see most of them just gone. But either way, my tangent aside, my own, I guess, racism aside, I don't know what you want to call that. Chappie got upset with this Kasix person because she decided to put her on a tier list under the category of sewage. She called Chappie sewage, and Chappie got very upset about that and went on for days about it. Kashyyyks, what a sad, unimaginative person you must be to make a tier list of people in the new year where you categorize them as scum or sewage. The I don't like VTubers and anime girls argument is really funny, because behind every VTuber there's a real person, just like you or anyone else. Wow, VTubers exist. Wow, Twitch's top doesn't like them. What a discovery of the year. Just a flirt up bit like Internet Explorer. How much longer are you going to cry about our existence? Maybe instead of commenting on the lives of others, you could focus on your own content. Because you have some, right? Ah, well, yes. And yes, this is what she got upset about. Being called scum, sewage, whatever, garbage, and being put on tier list. And here's other Polish VTubers commenting on it. It's a shame that we still have the fuck you anime babe mentality on Polish Twitch. It doesn't matter what content you make or what you represent, only the fact that you use Live 2D technology. Even categorizing people as sewage is beneath your dignity. You need to switch to drinking on live and maybe you'll jump a notch higher. Clown emoji. So again, as I was saying, same fucking dramas are available both in the EN VTubing scene and in the Polish scene. Like, they're all the fucking same. Like, there's no fucking difference. It's all the same shit. Same shit every fucking day.
Damn it, same
like
shit,
this.
same shit, different day.
Yep. There's no fucking difference between them, chat. I am sorry to say. It's just no difference whatsoever. Other than the language difference, of course. And here's Chappie replying to that particular comment. Exactly. The mere use of such vulgar word as sewage against any person or content only shows the perverted morality and the lack of empathy of the other side. Mind you, this is coming from a person that calls people the N-words all the fucking time. And she's ascending that higher morality position here. Trying to virtue signal essentially about, you know, vulgar words, calling other people sewage. Oh no, how dare she call other people sewage? she's so morally superior in that sense. I don't know if she just has such a low self-awareness or if it's just some mental illness. Probably a little bit of both. I understand not liking someone not watching, but Kashyyyks really likes to moralize others. Meanwhile, she herself sees nothing wrong with such a category name and throwing other creators there. Disgusting hypocrisy on her part. I'm sure that the only thing she knows is maybe 2 or 3 clips. Well, chat, do you know how long it took me to research this person? A whole 1 day. And in that 1 day, I've gotten like 20 clips of her being quote-unquote based on stream. And we're gonna see those clips, don't you guys worry. And here's a person replying to her in a very vulgar fashion, calling her, this translated in a really fucking funny way, weave a pussy. It doesn't mean that. It's essentially telling her to shut the fuck up, but Google translated into weave a pussy, which sounds really fucking funny. You piece of trash, you're a scumbag, and that's all there is to it. And here's that person highlighting a few extra tweets that I didn't get on my first run through, but this person got them, so let's read them. Here's one. Why say white people? Just say people. Another one. Europe should be white. Racially pure. To beat a bum is pure joy, but also a necessity. Yes, chat. This is not made up. She did say Europe should be white, racially pure. I imagine this tweet got axed because I haven't seen it. I wonder why. The most disturbing thing about it is the amounts of likes on it, though. Holy fucking shit. Pippa, I don't know if you watch my streams, but please unfollow her before people see this that you're following her. Pippa, please unfollow Chappie right now. Otherwise, the reputation of you being a Nazi, it's just gonna be confirmed by association with this person. I know your profile says follows and likes or whatever, not endorsement, but please unfollow her because you followed the biggest fucking line mining VTubing in existence. Pippa, please unfollow Chappie Cherry right now. Because they're gonna kill you. Yes, she does. You can check. I can actually show you right now. Hold up. Chappie Cherry. Hold up. I need to go to her Twitter. Just a moment. Holy shit. Oh no, she's still there. She's still there. Pippa, please. Pippa, please. Pippa, please unfollow Chappie Cherry right now. Pippa, you're sitting on a bomb. Pippa, this is worse than the feds coming to get you. Please, Pippa. Please unfollow her. Right here, please, Pippa. Chappie Cherry followers, you know. Here's Pippa. Pippa, please unfollow her. God, please unfollow Chappie Cherry right now. Oh. But I guess Pippa does it to herself. She's a cute VTuber that doesn't really investigate them much. Because, again, I imagine Pippa only followed her because she saw that one cute tweet of Chappie Cherry that I showed you guys at the beginning. Yes. I imagine that's the only fucking reason that she actually follows her. But Bad Blue Archive Memes follows her too? That's fucking funny. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, is this where her based arc ended? Well, no. It's just one more. So, again, you shouldn't feel like you have someone you could support in all of her dramas, because, again, I personally think all Polish internet content creators are retarded. Kashyyyks herself is probably like that too, considering the argument that she tried to make against Chappie is that she sexualizes her content and her avatar looks like a child. Like, yeah, that kind of argument you're gonna prioritize when there's like a Mein Kampf worth of racist comments that Chappie made over the span of less than a fucking year. You're gonna prioritize that, you know, a cartoon avatar is getting sexualized. Come on, be for fucking real. You Polish femoid, please be real. So, according to Kashyyyks, I sexualize my content, so here's me giving a blowjob. And the colloquial way of saying giving a blowjob in Polish is to robić laskę, which means to essentially do something with a cane, and the canes kind of look like, you know, they look phallic. So she's blowing 2 canes here, essentially giving a blowjob. That's what it is. Yep. I hope you like this introduction to Chappy Cherry, because that's the only the start of it. Yeah, that's we're only just getting fucking started. We're gonna read a little bit of about the dramas that she got into. Not even that long ago. I'm gonna just go through them very fast. I don't want to read all of this shit because it's just it's really kind of boring compared to the shit that we've just fucking experienced and that we're gonna experience soon. It's just, you know, not that interesting. But I will tell you about it anyway, just to give you, you know, context into the world of Polish VTubing as it is right now. Clipping drama. I called it because it's a drama about clippers, essentially. Here's Chappy making a very ominous post on January 10th, saying, "He who laughs last laughs best." Well, what could she be referring to? Well, Chappy in this is referring to a particular clip of hers that's been making rounds, and people like Kashix have been using it against her. Here's the explanation of it. "And who was so happy and licking Kashik's ass only to now accuse the bigger creative of pressing the smaller? Oh my! It's fun to throw stones at others, especially in a group. But when you get hit yourself, it's not so fun, right? Remember this lesson, and most importantly, thank you to everyone with a brain and perseverance. I admire your patience in writing back to these monkeys from the circus. You are wonderful. A white heart for you." You may be wondering, what did Chappy do here? Showing this, it says here, a story in 2 pictures. Here's a VTuber, now former VTuber, former as of today, I guess, and also an editor and clipper, getting their tweet removed by X. And it says, "This post from Chiyoko_VT has been withheld in Poland based on local laws." And here's Chappy's avatar saying instant karma. Well, what did Chappy do here? What did she complain to Twitter about to get a post removed from a guy's tweets? Well, here I come with an explanation. Here's some... Here's Chappy fighting her detractors. We're not gonna get through that, but people shit on her all the time. Like, don't be surprised that people shit on her. She's at some point I think people actually called her the Polish Pippa. Except Pippa is not any of these things that Chappy is. But yeah, she constantly fights her fucking detractors on Twitter. You can read that shit later if you want to. She says she's having fun. And if you don't like what she's doing, you shouldn't read her tweets. And shit like that. But yeah, we're not gonna go through these. They're talking about plagiarism. I'll explain this in a moment. She says, "Let them hate them. Every VTuber works for opinions about Polish VTubers. It's not like I'm some kind of guru. Besides, they want to get rid of me from the beginning of my existence and called me the worst names. Why should I care about them? I don't care about Polish VTubing anymore. Each of us works only and exclusively for ourselves. Not some general. This is not a Disney fairy tale," he says. And then she continues to fight her detractor some more. Again, you guys can read that later. I'm not gonna go through all of this because who might be sitting here all day. So, to explain the situation, there's this former VTuber called Chiyoko that decided to go after Chappy Cherry for including the clips that he edited together of her and that were shown on a video by Kashix and also by Chappy herself on her channel. So what Chiyoko here decided to do is essentially go after Chappy for not crediting him with editing all of that stuff. He says right here, "Hello, Chappy Cherry. How is it to pirate someone else's work without any permissions or royalties, including cutting off the original ending with the author's voice and signature? I am protected by right to quote in the case of this production. You are protected by literally nothing in the case of its re-upload. We also have the administrator of her server and the editor signing under in the comments, as if he edited. He must have had a hard time pressing the button to cut clips and remove the ending, no doubt." And then, this whole post got deleted. Because he had to, because Twitter forced him, because Chappy filed a claim directly to Twitter to get that post taken down. And he says, well, post deleted. Comments some people under. Here's some people, giving other context to all of this. Of course, mind you, Chappy Cherry has a lot of fans, like this dude right here, that just came in, swooped into the vendor. So he wanted to make an easy cloud, because you know that everyone is just waiting to moan about Chappy Cherry. She fucked you with soap on the bed, and now you have a breakup. Do I understand the situation correctly? Mind you, this sounds so very rough in English, again, because all of these are Google translated from Polish. Sounds much funnier in Polish too. But you can kind of imagine from the context what the fuck they were saying. But yeah, that's essentially what she did. And, this was the last straw for the guy, and he decided to make a goodbye post about it. Well, partially about this, but also involving this. Here it is, originally in Polish, and Google translated. I'm gonna read this one as well. This will be the last information from this account for a while due to a break in creating any productions. 3 hours ago, Dennis Aishir Magritta, founder of Cherry Nuhe, filed a counterclaim in connection. Well, it wasn't Cherry herself, but someone on behalf of Cherry. Aishir and Cherry are essentially friends, so it's kind of the same as Cherry doing it, and she even gloated about it. So it's as if she has done it on her own. Found a counterclaim in a connection with the removal of my montage production, which was posted on Cherry Nuhi's TikTok and YouTube channels, Chappy Cherry. This means that I would have to file a lawsuit within 10 days if I wanted the case of re-uploading this production, removing the original author's insert at the end of the credits to be legally considered. So I am stopping my fight for 2 reasons. 1. I do not have the physical or mental strength or power to take this matter any further, and I do not want to go through long court hearings because of one stupid video on the internet. 2. It would mean that my personal data would end up in Dennis's hands. And that's the last thing you want at the moment. That's why I decided not to report the video on TikTok. On the one hand, it makes me laugh that in Koi Corp, Cherry Nuhe, the founders don't respect the work of their editors enough that they have take films made by someone else instead of commissioning them something similar or letting them earn money. To the people who work on Koi Corp productions, I would think twice if I were you whether you want to work for a superior thinks that way about you. On the other hand, It saddens me terribly that in the current situation I am so helpless that someone can just put the material I spent my time on their channels and sign it with their pseudonym, completely changing the original narrative of the film. The video for this day contains no mention of the original author, and the description still includes a link to sponsor Instant Gaming, which is one of the sponsors of Cherinucha, I imagine. My decision to take a break is caused not only by the above-mentioned situation, but also by the comments that were made towards me, both publicly, privately, and on closed servers. Canning 1, I hope you're pleased with yourself, Dennis. Good night. So essentially, this guy gave up all hope of fighting them legally about this set of edited clips. So, yeah. Funny drama, right? Jesus fucking Christ. It's just, you know, whenever you think it just cannot get any worse, it just gets worse. Holy shit. But yeah, that's one drama that she was involved with. The other one, the Kashix one, I already told you about. At the end of this, after we look through her clips, there's also the state of VTubing section that I wanted to tell you about. And we'll just outright illustrate that, once again, Polish VTubing is just the same fucking shit that EN VTubing is, just in another fucking language. No fucking difference. But here's the highlight, chat. Here's the highlight of today's stream. The clips, the based clips of Chappy Cherry. This is gonna be some shit, chat. Hope you're ready for this. Let me get the music quiet. And I'm gonna watch some fucking videos, chat. I have many clips, so many clips. But you have to understand, just to be fair, I don't have to be fair to this person like whatsoever. I don't have any stake in this. But to be fair to Chappy Cherry, her content is not all being, you know, based and red-pilled and super racist all the time. In fact, I would say most of her stuff is like fairly innocuous. She just plays games, watches YouTube videos, you know, normal VTuber shit, normal streamer shit. That's the, you know, like 90% of her content. She just sometimes, very often, is very fucking racist and very isms. She represents a lot of isms. Probably all the isms. But I didn't find evidence for all the isms. I just found what I found. So how many clips they prepare for you guys? Again, let me count how many exactly. I have prepared 22 clips, one that you already saw with the blackface. So there's 21 to go through. And there's so fucking many. Not all of them are le-based, red-pilled ones, but let's start with this one, which also includes her Twitter. Hold up. I played it with, instead of fucking using it. Instead of putting it in OBS. I called this one the N-word November. No N-word November, rather. I wonder what it is about. The no N-word November.
No. Niger. Rzeka.
I lost, she says here on Twitter, I lost NNN, no N-word November. And here's her saying the word, I can say on YouTube, but essentially she says the name of the river, which is Niger in English, but the Poles pronounce it as the N-word. And that's how it's pronounced in Polish, by the way. It's not Niger. It's what she says right here.
No. Niger. Rzeka. Rzeka.
River, she says.
Rzeka, gdzie jest?
Where's the river? She says.
Gdzie?
Yep. That's what it is. Thank you for the super chat. Let me read it real quick. Supreme Awesome, thank you for the one. With no message, but thank you for the one. For the one one failed no N-word November. But yeah, a little Polish lore. We pronounce the name of the country and the river like the N-word. The Poles pronounce it like that. Yes, she does have a very good voice. She sounds extremely cute. She has a good range too. That's how it is. Next clip, chat. We're gonna go through them, yeah, kinda fast. I called this one plebeians.
Ja nie mam żadnej poduszki, bo jestem z plebsu. To wy...
I don't have a pillow because I'm a plebeian. Let me read that another fucking super chat. Sorry, we're gonna get interrupted. Super Iron Bob, thank you for the 11. Thank you for the emoji. I salute you too. But I'm guessing you're more saluting Chappie than me, but whichever. So she said, I don't have a pillow because I'm a plebeian.
Idź z plebsu, przestań być biedny.
Stop being poor.
Przestań być biedny.
Stop being poor.
Co ty robisz ze swoim życiem?
What are you doing with your life?
Musisz przemyśleć sobie swoje zachowanie.
You have to evaluate your behavior.
I na przykład wyjechać do Niemiec.
And, for example, go to Germany.
I siedzieć na zasiłku dla bezrobotnych i okradać niemieckiego podatnika.
Go on unemployment there and steal from the German taxpayer.
To jest jedyne słuszne zajęcie, które się robi w życiu.
This is the only just thing you can do in your life.
Idź okradaj niemieckiego podatnika.
Go steal from the German taxpayer.
Po co masz dla siebie pracować, skoro jakiś brzydki Niemiec może na
Why work for yourself when a ugly German can do it for you?
ciebie pracować? Tak trzeba żyć.
That's how you live. I'm gonna play it again. Again, for how abhorrent the shit she says. She does it in a very cute voice. Just play it again.
Ja nie mam żadnej poduszki, bo jestem z plebsu. To wyjdź z plebsu, przestań być biedny. Przestań być biedny.
She enunciates biedny in such a funny way. I don't know what Paul speaks like that, but it's so fucking funny the way she does it. Biedny.
Co ty robisz ze swoim życiem? Musisz przemyśleć sobie swoje zachowanie. I na przykład wyjechać do Niemiec i siedzieć na zasiłku dla bezrobotnych i okradać niemieckiego podatnika. To jest jedyne słuszne zajęcie, które się robi w życiu. Idź okradaj niemieckiego podatnika! Po co masz dla siebie pracować, skoro jakiś brzydki Niemiec może na ciebie pracować? Tak trzeba żyć.
Okay, very cute model, very cute voice. The rest is just abhorrent though. So here's another clip. This one I called bad furry. Polish people called furries furasy. That's what the Polish people called furries. For context.
Pokaż. Ale powtórzę,
This is another VTuber. I forgot what her name is, but she's cute too. I do believe she's from the same company as she is. She has a great model though.
za mną.
Repeat after me, she says.
No dobra.
Okay.
Tato,
Daddy,
Tato,
Daddy,
jestem
I am
jestem
bardzo
very
bardzo
niegrzeczny,
naughty
Niegrzecznym.
Furasem.
Kuri.
Furasem.
Tak. I teraz od początku.
And now from the start.
Nie, bo to z tego będzie bing.
No, you're gonna clip this.
Nie powiem tego.
I'm not gonna say it.
Od początku.
Yep. Again, they have normal content too. And it's, you know, it's pretty good. If the rest wasn't the way it is. And they have great VTuber models too. It's not like, you know, the shit that you see from VTwitters or Eternal Pre-debuts. Their models are really, really fucking good. Rigged well. Look fantastic even. So here's more. Here's a clip I called Cherry Nuchy, which is essentially, again, her fandom name.
Bardzo dobrze, bo my jesteśmy teraz tak w tak zwanej, kochani, jakby to powiedzieć...
What she says here is irrelevant. I'd like to direct you to the end of this clip where someone essentially gives her subs, and it says Shugi wpakował do pierdla 5 czerninuchów, which means Shugi has put 5 czerninuchs into prison. Do you understand? Do you understand this, chat? I'll explain to you what czerninuchy are at the beginning. And now, when she gets subs, when she gets subscriptions on Twitch, it says these czerninuchs are being put into prison. Do you understand, chat? Do you understand the fucking reference, chat? Jesus fucking Christ. Ah, Jesus Christ. Let's move forward. More clips. This one I called Man's Best Friend.
Najlepszy przyjaciel człowieka na 4 nogach? Kobieta?
Man's best friend on 4 legs? A woman? He says. I won't lie, this is the type of joke Face Connect talents would make, though. This one gets kind of serious. I called this one Upbringing. In this one, she kind of explains her worldviews in a very serious way. I'll try to translate it as best as I can.
Bo ogólnie no problem jest właśnie w tym, że nasza opinia na temat świata i temat tego, co mogą czuć inni ludzie, co mogą...
She starts off with the problem lies with how some people feel about certain stuff and how they what opinions they have, and it all depends on
jakby robić zależy tylko i wyłącznie od tego, jak my zostaliśmy wychowani i jakie mieliśmy doświadczenia.
She says that, you know, how we feel and how we perceive the world essentially depends on how we were brought up, essentially by the world and our parents and what experiences we had.
Ja mogę patrzeć na świat tak i mówić, że to jest złe, to jest dobre.
She can look at the world and say this is good and this is bad.
Ale ktoś miał inne doświadczenia i ma inne spostrzeżenia.
But someone had different experience and has a different outlook on things.
Więc ja nie mogę swojego zdania jakby narzucać na innych i mojej moralności.
So I can't impose my opinions on other people and also my morality.
Prawda? Przypuśćmy taka lewica czy prawica
for an example, the left and the right
właśnie tą moralność narzuca. I
they impose their morality on people.
to mnie denerwuje.
And that upsets me.
To mnie denerwuje. Że o to...
This clip also has a really funny thing in the chat in the
Bo ogólnie
background.
no,
I'll scroll to it just real quick. There's a comment right
co
here.
mogą jakby robić,
This commentator called Lilef, he
mogą czuć
says,
inni ludzie, co mogą jakby
we are lacking such a VTuber in Poland
robić, zależy tylko i wyłącznie od tego,
when it comes to
jak
yapping
my zostaliśmy wychowani i
about politics.
jakie mieliśmy doświadczenia.
The United States
Ja mogę patrzeć
has
na świat
Kirche.
tak i mówić, że to jest
We have nothing. Kirche mentioned, chat. Kirche mentioned during a fucking stream saying that the Polish world of VTubing, it's a VTuber like Kirche. But the United States has Kirche, but Polish VTubing has nothing. You should guys send this clip to Kirche. She's gonna be proud that her fame is international. Like Kirche mentioned on the Polish VTuber stream. How about that? Yeah, Kirche is nothing like Chappie is. Like whatever people think Kirche and Pippa are, Chappie actually is. But you see here, Chappie at least has a reasonable take here. Whether that's self-aware or not, I do not know. Hard to fucking say. But either way, let's move on. This one is called barbed wire language, which was already referenced once on this stream.
Pamiętaj, w Szwajcarii średnia wypłata jest tak duża. Nie no, no dobra, Szwajcarzy zarabiają dużo,
She's talking about Swiss people.
ale ten język to jest
And that Swiss people earn a lot of money.
taki wręcz niemiecki.
And that Swiss is, she says, Swiss is a little bit German because the Swiss speak a lot of languages. One of them being German, one being French. I think they also speak Italian as a national language.
To ja bym nie była w stanie.
She says she wouldn't be able to take it because Swiss is such a German-like language.
Nie, polski język, piękny język,
She says the Polish language is beautiful.
a nie tam jakaś schnella.
Not your schneller, as in what the Germans say to you when they tell you to work faster.
Bajty. To nie da się tego słuchać. To
Yeah, you just can't listen to it.
żadne pieniądze ci uszu nie oddadzą, jak ci
No amount of money will bring back your ears after they rot away
zgniją od tego języka
from this language
drutu kolczastego.
of barbed wire.
To się nie da tak słuchać tego. No ja nie mogę, ja bym nie dała rady,
I can't listen to it. I wouldn't be able to stand it. Says.
naprawdę, no.
Oh man. You saw the blackface one already? You saw the Cherinuchy one? Here's here's one that people also know her from, where she was still playing at being innocent, I guess. And this one is actually accidental. Because there's some user on Twitch that followed her with the nickname Czarnuch, and I already explained to you what Czarnuch means, and she said it live on stream, and that was an actual accident. At least I think it was. She kind of reacted to saying their name like this.
O Jezu.
She read his name and goes, "Oh Jesus." Her voice also breaks. Like listen to her voice breaking from the cutesy one to a normal one.
O Jezu.
She just fucking breaks. Not this one is don't fuck with me.
Wiecie co? Nie chce mi się już. Nie
She says, you know what? I can't do this anymore.
mam bladego pojęcia. Jak mogę tą kobietę zaspokoić?
I don't have a fucking clue how I can satisfy this woman talking about, you know, need a girl overload the main character.
Nie wiem.
I don't know.
Ona ciągle chce uwagi.
She constantly wants attention.
Ona ciągle chce barabara.
She constantly wants to fuck.
Ona ciągle chce streamować.
She constantly wants to stream.
Ona wszystko chce naraz, a doba ma
She wants everything at the same time.
tylko 24 godziny.
But I only have 24 hours.
Nie wytrzymuję z nią.
I can't with her.
Ona mnie męczy.
She's making me tired.
No, to nie jest symulator mnie. Ja umiem się z sobą zająć.
She's not me. I can take care of myself.
Mnie nie trzeba grzmocić 24 godziny na dobę.
You don't have to fuck me 24 hours a day.
To nie ma sensu, to jest chore.
This is nonsensical. This is sick. Thank you for another super chat. Hold up. Alex Hale, thank you for the 2. Mume, you break so you can fix her. No, you cannot fix this. Trust me. I know a fair thing about this. Even though the chat goal, the super chat goal is reparations for Poland. I don't know if you guys see that. I don't think there's fixing any of this. If there's no fixing Mikaneko, if there's no fixing Michael Cat, there's no fixing this one either. Let's move on. We have a few more clips to go through. This one is kind of a deep cut. Do any of you know the action RPG called Gothic? Well, to give you a little bit of context, Gothic is an action RPG like from the 90s, went all the way to the early 2000s, I believe, something like that. And it's a game. It's like a joint German and Polish production. I do believe the Germans made most of it, and Poles only published it. I'm not quite sure about details, but Chappie had a thing to say about the game Gothic as well.
Ale Gothic jest niemiecki.
He says, but Gothic is German?
Nie będzie Niemiec pluł nam w twarz. Oni
No German is gonna spit in our face
nam kradną Chopina, to my im
and steal Chopin from us.
kradniemy Gotika, to jest
If they're gonna steal Chopin from us, we're gonna steal Gothic from them.
polska gra.
Gothic is a Polish game thus far.
Proste.
Easy.
No. Polska gra.
Polish game.
Ścierwojad to polskie słowo.
I guess shit eater, like bottom feeder in Polish word.
Niemiec by takiego nie wypowiedział.
A German wouldn't be able to pronounce it.
Więc ogólnie rzecz biorąc, na 100% polska gra.
So all in all, 100% Polish game, she says.
No.
Oh, the very endearing hatred towards the Germans. Trust me on this chat, there's no better nation out there than the Polish hate the Germans. Next one. This one is something. This one is called Gregory, Florida. I wonder if you can infer what that means. Gregory, Florida. I'll give you like a minute or so to ponder what this means. Gregory, Florida. I wonder what that means. But let's play the clip as you guys think about it.
Wszystko na ogólnie jakby kopiuj wklej było. Jasne, może to wynikać z tego, że jedna osoba ogląda drugą i taki sposób prowadzenia transmisji sam się udziela, ale i tak z mojej perspektywy jest to coś rzucające kogoś w oczy. Za granicą to jest większe niż u nas.
She's reading a chatter here and saying it's worse it's worse overseas, essentially, she says.
Za granicą każda VTuberka mówi to samo, bo musi mówić to samo.
Abroad, every female VTuber says the same thing because they have to say the same thing.
Musi być przesadzenie lewacka.
They have to be abundantly left-leaning.
Wszyscy się kochajmy, każdy może być jaki chce.
And now she's mocking them, saying everyone needs to love one another, everyone needs to be the same.
Nieważne jest to, kim się czujesz, ważne jest to, jak traktujesz
It doesn't matter how you feel, all that matters is how you treat other people.
innych ludzi. To jest takie przesadne
It's all too much.
i tam każda dopiero gada jedno i to samo.
And it's there that people say the same thing.
Zobacz dziewczyny z Hololive'a, każda mówi jedno
Just take a look at the whole life girls. All of them say the same thing.
i to samo. Zobacz Shady i Iron Mouse, one wszystkie mówią to
Look at Iron Mouse and others. They all say the same shit.
samo. Te dziewczyny gadają jeden do jeden to samo. U nas jeszcze możesz sobie rzucić, nie
Here, which means in Poland, you can still.
wiem, różnymi określeniami, które
You can throw out various sorts of expressions
tam to już by nie przeszły, nie?
that wouldn't fly over there.
Ja sobie mogę na przykład z
I can, for example,
Grzesia Florydy zażartować.
make a joke about Gregory Florida, which is Grześ Florida in Polish. This is the way Polish people jokingly refer to George Floyd as Gregory Florida. You can kind of, I guess, from the way they corrupted his name, you can understand how they feel about George Floyd. How a lot of Polish people feel about George Floyd, right?
A tam to od razu będzie cancel i drama.
She says she can joke about George Floyd in Poland, but over there, overseas, they're gonna be instantly cancelled. And there's gonna be drama.
Nie, to u nas to jest trochę lepiej pod względem tych cancelingów.
And she says in Poland there's a little bit better in terms of being cancelled.
No.
I like how her co-VTubers on the left side they just sit there and say nothing about this. But then one of them just ends up, you know, breaking the very uncomfortable silence and laughing about it. Hold up. Let me get another clip. It's ready. The next one is called Femboys and Furries. I wonder what she has to say in that one.
Nie, Lucy, czy ty jesteś femboyem?
She's talking about one of her chatters. Says, "No, are you one of those femboys?"
Nie!
No.
Proszę nie!
No, please no.
Nie! Femboje są straszni.
Femboys are scary.
Proszę nie! Ja się
Please no.
boję fembojów.
I'm afraid of femboys.
Femboje na mnie działają jak furasy.
Femboys make me feel the same way as furries do.
Uciekam.
I run away from them.
Ja się tak boję strasznie.
I am definitely afraid of them.
Konie, od czego się zmocisz? Też jesteś fembojem?
She's talking to another chatter. Why are you sad? Are you another femboy?
Zaraz się okaże, że połowa moich widzów to femboje. Ha!
Are all of my viewers femboys?
Halo! Co się dzieje?
What's going on? How is Kuri translating this? Does he know Polish? Yes, I do. I know plenty languages actually. If I listed them, like the ones I'm fluent in at least 5. I know around 10, like on a mediocre level. On a communicative level, I would be able to ask for directions and shit like that in at least 10. Languages are one of my hobbies. It all works out that way. When you know so many languages, chat, the world is your oyster. You know, you learn so many different things about so many different cultures. You get to travel the world, speak with natives in their own language, and you don't have the same experience as most other people do. But yeah, that's what I can do. Enough boasting. Let's watch more of this based schizo. This one is called History of a Certain George.
Pobiegać. Masz strój policjantki, żeby nas dusić kolanem, jak
Do you have a police uniform so you can choke us with your knee?
kiedyś pewnego George'a?
Like a certain George at one point in time.
Tak.
Yes, she says.
Właśnie tak.
That's why.
Tak jest. To jest
Jesus Christ. So she's Polski people. Oh, people think she is. There's at least one person that says that on social media. This one I really like. This one refers back to the statistics that I was talking about like an hour ago when we were watching that meme infographic that she made. I called this one. This one is called How to Become Racist.
jak zostać rasistą,
How to become racist?
musisz być inteligentny.
You have to be intelligent.
To jest pierwszy wymóg.
This is the first requirement.
Żeby być rasistą, musisz być koneserem statystyk.
To be a racist, you need to be a connoisseur of statistics.
I w momencie, kiedy jesteś inteligentny i rozumiesz statystyki,
And the moment that you're intelligent and you know statistics,
to przychodzi samo.
it comes to you naturally. Yep, that's the statistics reference, chat. That's what she meant about being a connoisseur of statistics. Once you're intelligent enough, and you know how to read statistics, you just automatically become racist. It just comes naturally to you. Start noticing things, I guess, is what she meant by it. What a woman. This is someone's ideal wife. I can imagine. This one is simple. This one is I simply titled Jews. Let's see what she has to say about that particular minority group.
No też nie chcę się za bardzo przywiązywać
I don't want to get too attached to the idea, but
na tej zasadzie, że na przykład będę zakłamywała swoje opinie
that I am gonna be lying about my opinions,
po to, żeby kogoś nie urazić,
so I don't offend anybody.
nie? No jeśli na przykład nie lubię
So, for example, when I say I don't like the J people,
Żydów, no to powiem, że ich nie lubię.
when I say I don't like the J people, I was just simply say I don't like the J people.
I nie mam z tym żadnego problemu.
And I don't have any trouble saying that.
I nawet jak jakiś Żyd mnie teraz
And even if any of you J people is watching,
ogląda i mi nie dodaje, no przykro mi, trudno.
then I'm sorry. It is what it is.
No nie?
Followed by laugh. She doesn't like the people of power. I call them. YouTube is very sensitive about the J word as well. Which is funny, Chad, because she has detractors. that actually do call her the J word as well. It's very funny, you know. When you get cancelled on Polish social media for racism, you're gonna get cancelled with a different type of racism. They're gonna call you the J word. Very often is that used as a derogatory term. Very often will they call you the J word to insult you. They do that very often. The J word. Next one. What's this one? This one is called Leftoid. For those of you that don't know at this point, she watches detractor videos from smaller and bigger channels about herself, and often reads comments because she kind of gets one guide like this. And here she's mocking one of these comments that says something about anime.
Ja jako osoba oglądająca anime, przepraszam za zachowanie społeczności anime.
As a person that watches anime, I am very sorry for the all of anime watching community.
Za ich
for their pathetic behavior.
Także żałosne zachowania. Pamiętajmy, że określenie mangozjeb dotyczy tylko
Let's remember that the term mangatard
tych specyficznych osób,
only refers to specific people that watch anime,
co oglądają anime, a nie całego community,
but not the whole community.
bo są osoby, które oglądają anime dla zabicia czasu,
Because there are people out there that watch anime just to kill time or for the plot.
albo dla fabuły. Jeszcze raz przepraszam,
I'm once again sorry.
mam nadzieję, że nie będzie jadu w komentarzach.
And I hope there won't be any vitriol in the comments.
O Jezu, ale lewak.
And she says, oh Jesus, what a leftoid.
Ale lewactwo.
It's leftordism.
Wycieka przez usta, nos i uszy. Przepraszam, wybaczcie mi, że inni są źli, ale nie ja.
And then she mocks him. I'm sorry that other people are evil, but not me. Oh, she would be hilarious if she wasn't so racist. But I'm guessing a lot of you do think it's hilarious that she actually holds these opinions. But then, again, at the end of the stream, we're just gonna decide if all of this is just a bit or if she actually holds these opinions. Because I don't know. But I have an inkling. This one is a little bit funny, and I included it just to show you something really funny. But let me show you what I mean.
Ty powalić w policję z Podlasia. A nie umiesz tak stać jak Rutkowski, jak...
She's reading a comment by a person saying, can't you just stand like Rutkowski? Because he stands as if he was sitting on a horse his whole life. For reference, chat, Rutkowski is a very popular Polish detective. Well, at least he used to be a detective. He used to be on the forefront of a lot of major nationally covered criminal cases in Poland. Rutkowski is his last name. He's a celebrity, former detective. She has this following comment about him.
Całe życie na koniu siedział. Ej, ale w ogóle, widzieliście jak on ostatnio
She says, but guys, have you seen him lately?
się zmienił?
Have you seen how much he changed?
On jakoś tak 10 lat temu wyglądał,
Around 10 years ago,
jakby miał 50 lat,
he looked as if he was 50 because he actually was 50 years
a
ago.
teraz wygląda jak taki, nie wiem,
And now he looks like
taki jakby chciał być czarny.
he looks as if he wanted to be black.
Wygląda tak, jakby tylko kolor skóry mu do stylowy nie pasował, nie?
He looks as if his skin color wasn't to his style anymore. And I really have to show this to you, Chad, because just by the description, it's not funny enough. I have to show you how Detective Rutkowski looks nowadays, and how he looked like in the past. And you're not ready for this shit. I tell you, this is probably one of the funniest shit you've seen this month. You're not ready. You're not ready for how Detective Rutkowski has changed. To the point where Cheppy says that he wants to look black. So let me show you real quick. Detective Rutkowski. Hold up. Let me get that shit up real quick. Here it is. 1, 2, and number 3. Oh. I need to hide the Chappie for a bit. So this is how Detective Rutkowski used to look like around 10 years ago. Like a normal Polish dude, right? Like any kind of dude you've seen anywhere. Like nothing too special. Like normal middle-aged Slavic dude. Then a few years passed. It's like 2014. His haircut just kind of... He starts to look like Guile. Just a little bit. Looks a little bit fucked up. He looks a little bit fucked up. But still kind of normal. And then 10 years pass. Detective Rutkowski stops being Detective Rutkowski, and he decides to become like a politician or some shit like that. Behold! This is Detective Rutkowski now. When I first saw this shit, chat, I laughed for... no joke. I laughed for 5 fucking minutes straight. This is him right now. He looks like an amalgamation of fucking Guile, Leroy from Tekken, and I don't know what else. And I guess Mr. T, because he wears fucking gold chains around his necks. Around his fucking neck. He's 62, by the way. Do you know what the theory is behind him looking this way? Like, looking like some kind of mega pimp. Detective Rutkowski got married not that long ago, I think, and his wife is a very tall woman. The theory about his change in appearance and hairstyle is that he looks taller. He got this weird ass looking afro, so he looks taller next to his wife. That's the theory surrounding his new fucking look. He doesn't want to look like a manlet next to his fucking wife. So yeah, chat, save this image for yourself and like, I don't know, propagate it, because I believe the world deserves to see Detective Rutkowski in all of his fucking glory. Do not deny the world Detective Rutkowski, chat. Because Detective Rutkowski would not deny you either. Detective Rutkowski. I'm glad I could show it to you, chat. I'm glad I was able to share this with you. It's fucking glorious. But let's move on. I have a few more clips to go through. This one is called Some Black Dudes.
Outering, Boże, ale bieda. Jakiś
Oh my god. This place looks so poor.
murzyny, dobra.
Oh god, there's two blacks.
Jakaś, nie wiem, to jest jakaś Nigeria.
This must be some sort of Nigeria. And it's actually India.
Siła rasizmu!
The power of racism, she says.
No dobra, no teraz tylko to trzeba zrobić.
Oh, chat. It gets worse. This one is called She's Black. The next clip is called She's Black.
What the fuck? No czarna, no nic dziwnego.
She says, "Oh, she's black. No wonder." Again, you didn't notice, if you didn't catch it.
What the fuck? No czarna, no nic dziwnego.
She's black. No wonder, he says. Jesus fucking Christ. Again, this is what people believe Pippa is like. Next one. This one is called She Has Shit in Her Hair. Or Shit in Her.
Świat oddziela się od nas
No co ty gadasz, Brytyjczycy to sobie przypisują? No
What are you talking about? Are you saying the Brits took this from us?
wszystko nam zabierają!
They're taking everything from us.
No, nawet kabanosy nam zabierają!
They're even taking our cabanosy. In case you don't know what cabanosy is, it's a type of smoked dried sausage that the Polish like to eat. I do believe cabanosy are very popular on the British Isles. That's why she's saying that the Brits are taking the Poles' cabanosy.
To też polskie jest! Kabanos jest polski!
Says the cabanos is Polish.
Wszystko nam zabierają! A jakoś cebularzy to nikt nie chce zabrać!
She's saying they're taking everything from us, but nobody wants to take the cebularze from us, which is a slur. I don't remember what the slur is for. I need to Google it. I'm not up to date on my Polish slur, sorry. Cebularze. What are cebularze? Not a pastry. I need a I need the slur. Cebularze. Oh! Ooh, oh, okay. I didn't know this actually, chat. It's a slur for the J people, apparently. That's what Google tells me. A Polish user in the chat says it's not a slur, but Google tells me it's a slur, so I don't know. It's a slur for the jail people, apparently. According to Google. I didn't know this one. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what Google tells me. It tells me. Because there's a type of pastry that the Jews made. It's called cebulash, I guess. So it might be a slur for the J people. Or maybe she just means the food. I don't know with her. I don't know anymore with her, chat. She could mean the J people, or she could mean the fucking pastry. Or she could mean fucking both. Or she could mean what Mr. Oshim there is saying. Again, I'm not too familiar with my... I'm not up to date with my fucking Polish slang. Also, my chat on my end crashed. Well, too bad. I can only read it here. But yeah, this is my skill issue, chat. I didn't know this particular colloquialism.
Nie mogę, no!
But this is not what this clip is about. It gets worse.
Wszystko po prostu, wszystko ich niż polskie.
She's saying everything is theirs, but nothing is Polish.
Niech sobie wymyślą coś swojego.
Let them come up with their own shit.
No tak jak murzyni, co
It's the same with black people, she says.
zabierają te warkoczyki.
They're saying that black people are taking away braids.
Warkoczyki to nasze.
She mocks them, saying, the braids are ours, she says.
Nie, wasze kurde jest gówno we Włoszech.
No, what's yours is shit in your hair, she says.
A nie warkoczyki.
Not braids.
Warkoczyki akurat to...
Yep, chat. This is what flies on Twitch when you're Polish, apparently. Holy shit, chat. And she's gotten away with this for like how many years now? She started streaming 2022, so she's gotten away with this for 3 years. Around that. Like Twitch moderation. Twitch staff, you need to insert some fucking filters for the Polish language. Otherwise you're gonna get more chappy cherries in there. They're just gonna say whatever the shit they want to say. Like, imagine how easy it is to get banned on Twitch if you're speaking English. But if you speak Polish, you can do whatever the fuck you want, I guess. Am I out of clips? Let's see. I might be out of clips already, chat. I'm sorry. I only prepared 20 over 20 of them. I mean, we could watch cute clips of her, but that's not what you're here for. Oh, I have one more. This one is called Afro-Americans. I wonder what that one's about. I have one more clip.
W jakim my żyjemy świecie, że na przykład topka Twitchowa,
We're living in a world where the top of Twitch is...
co nie, to jest VTuberka, która jest chora.
A VTuber that's sick. He's talking about Iron Mars, of course.
I dwóch
and two
Afroamerykanów.
Afro-Americans, she says in a very mocking tone.
Co nie? I powiem wam tak,
And let me tell you this.
że w wielu branżach rzeczywiście Afroamerykanowie,
In a lot of industry branches, the Afro-Americans...
Amerykanie, jak to się mówi, zarabiają dużo, są bardzo popularni.
They earn a lot of money, they're very popular.
Co nie? Ale uświadomiłam sobie wtedy coś,
But then I realized something important.
co dostałam pochwałę od mojej moderacji.
And I got compliments from my moderation team about it.
Ponieważ
Because
zrozumiałam na przykład wtedy,
I understood that
zauważyłam, że
and noticed
dobrze, może na przykład streamerem najpopularniejszym jest czarnoskóry mężczyzna.
it may be that the most popular streamer is a black man,
Ale
but
założycielem platformy,
the founder of the platform, of the streaming platform,
na której on streamuje,
on which he's streaming,
zawsze jest biały człowiek.
is always a white man.
Zawsze jest to biały człowiek.
It's always a white man.
Więc tak czy owak,
So it doesn't matter.
biały zawsze na górze.
The white guy is always at the top. Oh, chat. Jesus fucking Christ. Why is she like this, chat? she cannot be fixed yet. I mean, yes, she's technically correct, but you know, in the context in which she said it, you know what the fuck she meant by that. It's very fucking clear what she meant. Even if you don't know Polish, you understand the tone that she used, how she enunciated Afro-American. She said Afro-Americans, like in a mocking Americanized accent. Don't fix her, make her worse. How the fuck would you make her worse? She already fucking shouts the N-word, the hard N-word, on the top of her lines on social media. She already makes several, I wouldn't even call them insensitive at this point, just outright racist comments about not only the J people, but the black people as well. She has every of the isms that social media thinks Pippa and Kirsche have. So how else could she be fucking worse, chat? I ask you. How else can this woman be any worse? She needs correction. I wonder how would you correct this? Like, what's the possible way to correct this? Cheeky brat. She needs to be annexed. By whom? By Germany again? I mean, I don't know if you know this about Polish history, chat, but there was a period of time in Polish history where the country didn't exist for 123 years. And it was brutally raped by three nations. Prussia, Austria-Hungary, and Russians. They're just fucking taken apart by three nations and stopped existing for 123 years. So, I guess you want that to happen to Poland again? I can imagine. Or maybe, you know, the Germans can come back. For whatever reason. Yeah, even the Polish chatters say that they wouldn't recommend that course of action. It's a little bit not nice. Just to fix one woman, I don't think Poland needs to get annexed again and destroyed just because she exists. Like Tanya Dreguchov of Yojo Senki, like that Tanya. Less than a century after rescuing Vienna from the Ottomans, no less. That's true. The Polish hussars, the Polish armored cavalry on horseback, was one of the most fearsome military units in all of history. There's even a lot of references to that in modern history. I do believe even 40K has some hussar references in it. Yep, that's what we're talking about. But yeah, I would send her to the moon because I don't think there's anything. There's no fixing her, chat. There's absolutely no fixing her. But I am amazed. I am simply amazed, chat, that someone like this just exists, and nothing happens. Nothing really bad happens to them. Other than, you know, being shat on by detractors from time to time, but she just doesn't fucking care. Oh, but there is one thing that gets to her, chat. I've learned this through osmosis. I've learned this through a little bit of investigation here and there. Apparently, Chappie Cherry is a chunky. She's a chunky gal, apparently. I don't know if that's true. However, you can go into her chat and insult her in any sort of way, and she will just brush it off. Her moderation team will not do anything. You can call her slurs, shit like that. But by God, if you call her fucking fat in chat, you'll get instantly banned. And her moderation team is gonna do a little bit of a powwow with her and then the stream is gonna end in 2 minutes because she got so upset about being called fat. Yep. Apparently that's her kryptonite. To kill her, you just need to call her fat in chat. That's her. They want to architect her. They want her to be fatter, I guess. I know that's how strange that is, but apparently that is so. Her kryptonite, her one weakness is being called fat. This super duper biggest racist you have ever seen is dismantled completely by being fucking called fat in chat. I don't know if she fucking gave up on streaming because she's selling her police lolly model. I don't know if she's gonna return. I do believe her last stream on Twitch is like from 11 days ago. Maybe she just fucking gave up entirely and you will not be able to call her fat again at any point in time. I don't fucking know. But I should have read some of the chat reactions to some of the clips. That Kirche mention was fucking funny. I have to give them props for that. Or the Polish VTubing scene doesn't have anyone like Kirche. Kirche is apparently a messiah on the political spectrum of VTubers. I kind of want to go for the last section, but after all of this shit, no, nothing more tops this. But I can give you like a short rundown of what the last section would be about. You know, not to prolong this stream, because nothing I show you at this point is just gonna top what you've already seen or heard. It's just not possible. It's not possible to do so. But essentially, the state of VTubing in Poland is as such. They copy whatever the EN VTubers do in trends and shit like that. And when they copy the EN VTubers, even some of the lesser popular ones, then they get into catfights with other Polish VTubers over the fact who was first to copy. Because apparently, just, you know, copying someone once is the peak of originality for them, and nobody else is allowed to copy their own copy. It's that retarded in their chat. It's all the same petty dramas, people canceling each other over lolly models, the sexualization of children models, and stupid shit like that. Constant beef about petty shit, constant backstabbing, catty fights, people getting cancelled over fucking slurs. Yes, I know. Polish people cancelling each other over slurs. Wow. What has the world come to? That the Polish people are gonna cancel each other over slurs. But as I said, they do it in a very funny way. Because they cancel each other over like slurs against black people, and then use the slurs used for the J people against the people that use the slurs against the black people. That's what they do. What a fascinating nation the Polish are. But mind you, chat, despite Chappy Cherry being arguably the biggest Polish VTuber out there, apparently she's not indicative of how the rest of them are, but I can tell you one thing with confidence. All of them are petty shitters. At least from the ones that I've seen. I mean, I knew like one or two good Polish VTubers, but they're now all gone. And this is another very common characteristic within Polish VTubers. They come as quickly and go as quickly as, I don't know, as the fucking Roadrunner in the Looney Tunes fucking cartoons. If you think EN VTubers graduate fast and or never debut like at all. Polish VTubers have like lifespans of weeks sometimes. That's how often they come and go. It's just the way it is with Polish VTubers. And apparently some of them think that Polish VTubers are still like in the initial stage of popularity. That Polish VTuber is going to be bigger than they are currently. But I can tell you one thing with even more confidence: if Chappy Cherry is going to be the most popular one, you're not getting very far. Because someone out there is gonna grow smart to you being the way you are. And you're all gonna get banned from Twitch and all other platforms because the shit you say is just not gonna fly. Someone, like me, is gonna translate the shit you say and transmit it to other people. and you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get fucked so hard. You will not want to turn your computers back again for any sort of reasons. That's how it's gonna be. So I hope you enjoyed this. I really hope that you enjoyed this look into Polish VTubing. For whatever it was. It certainly was something, isn't it, chat? I doubt you've seen something so blatant before in the world of VTubing. I mean, I've seen racist VTubers in the EN scene, like outright saying slurs and shit, but they never get far. They don't even start to stream. This girl has managed to do this shit for 3 fucking years with virtually no consequence. Just because nobody understands what the fuck she says. And personally, I don't think Polish VTubing can grow with just Poles as the audience, because it's very limited. And from what I've seen from Polish streaming culture, they're more interested in flash tubers, in real life streamers. And the Poles that are actually interested in VTubers will not watch Polish VTubers, because watching Polish VTubers is fucking embarrassing, and you get second-hand embarrassment by hearing an anime girl talk in Polish. And I imagine that's the case for a lot of Polish people. I can only imagine that to be the case. So instead of tapping into the English-speaking market, they decide to just speak Polish, get away with more shit, but their viewer base is very limited. Why the fuck would you want to watch a Polish VTuber streamer when there's big, cool, interesting, and entertaining fucking names in Whole Live or in agencies like Face Connect? You wouldn't want that. Isn't there a Polish girl in Globy? I have no idea. Again, chat. My dive into Polish VTubing amounted to like 2 days of research, but before that, I carefully watched what Chappy Cherry was doing over the course of a month, and I've learned a lot about Polish VTubing drama. But other than that, I'm just not really interested in Polish streamers because it sucks. Yeah, Weibe is Polish, but she barely speaks Polish, and she doesn't really stream in Polish, and you wouldn't. And as I said at the beginning, you can't really call her a Polish VTuber streamer. Alicia in Globy, is that her name? I need to investigate. Alicia de Lontano. Globy is a doomed corpo. Could be. So many fucking streaming corpos died in the last last year or so. Alicia de Lontano is a female English-speaking virtual YouTuber, member of Globy. It's part of the second generation under the subgroup Solstia. Alongside Kiri Kilovolt, Rhubarb N. What a funny name. Rhubarb N. Rhubarb and Custard. And Bonnie Barkswell. I know Bonnie, but like, to be honest, I really didn't know about the others like at all. I don't watch Globy like whatsoever. I do watch Bonnie from time to time though, so. But yeah, her language is English, Polish, Italian, Spanish, confused noise. She's just like me, chat. She knows so many fucking languages. I don't know Italian though. I know a bit of it. Know more about the culture than the language, but yeah. I need to check her out. See what makes her tick. How much of a Polish pedigree she actually has. I can detect shit like that. I'm incredibly good at detecting both Germans and Polish. That's like one of my other talents. I can detect you a Pole or a German in most places. But yeah, that's what it fucking is, I guess. Globy has Pippa Pebblesworth, you mean had. Yeah. She quit. And people in the quote retweets were saying that they wished Pippa Pipkin quit instead. Because they have Pippa derangement syndrome. But yeah, chat, as a really funny thing, the next time you see Pippa or Kisha the Tractor saying that Pippa or Kisha are like the worst thing ever, like super mega Nazis, alt-right or what have you, send them Chappie. Send them to Chappie. At least they can have something concrete and something real to get mad at. Because what Chappie does, I cannot believe this is a bit, chat. In fact, before we end the stream, I'm gonna make you a poll, and I'd like to know your opinion about this. Let's answer the main question of the stream. Is Polish VTubing too racist or too based for VTubing? Okay. Too based, too racist, both. I'm starting the poll. Let's see what you guys have to say. Is too based, too racist, or both? I'll let you guys vote in peace. And I'm gonna take a sip. Too based is currently winning at 52%, too racist at 10%, and both at 38%. Too Polish would be both, because Polish is generally being based and racist at the same time. Oh, that both is gaining on the too based. Currently, too based at 46% and both at 43%. I'll let you guys take a vote. and I'll be right back because I need a drink, and then we can end this stream amicably. So be right back. Okay, I'm back. The voting is going well. I see both has overtaken VTUBER based. Let's read the chat for a little bit. Based on what I saw today, Chappie didn't say much worse than what I've heard said in mainstream internet discussion about white people. Yep. I mean, I've seen some nasty shit said about white people as well. But you know, generally you shouldn't fight racism with racism. But Polish people do this very well. They fight racism with racism extremely well. I would even say they're proficient at it. Let's get one more vote in chat. One more vote. For VTUBER based or both? I want 50 votes in the poll chat. Let's go. Let's go, one more vote. One more vote and then you're... Yeah, there it is. One more vote and you're free to go, chat. Both has won. I'm closing the poll. With 50 votes. Both has prevailed. 51 votes, actually. I don't know how to top this in terms of how outrageous you can act on the stream. and on social media in general. It's just, you know, it's just so funny to me that this is like hidden in such a niche that nobody really watches. Well, other than Polish people, that is. It's just all of the internet ignores it. And there's this huge super duper mega racist. Like Chappie could serve as an incredibly good scapegoat for all the evils on the internet, but no. Let's attack Pipkin, Pippa, and Kirche for the shit that they didn't do or didn't say. But here's fucking Cherry Hitler 2 Cherry Chappie, second coming of fucking Hitler, right at your fucking door. You just fucking ignore it because you don't know what the fuck she's saying. I do also find a little bit of irony in the fact that the thing that made her stand out, and I imagine made Pippa initially follow her, was that one clip where she acts as if, you know, she said a really bad word and it was just the equivalent of fuck in Polish. And she tried to run that back. It's fine that at that point she tried to pretend to be completely innocent and say so. Shocking news. Outside of Modern West, taboos are very different than taboos in the Modern West. Would have guessed. Yeah, Pippa followed her. I even made a bit about this. Pippa follows Cherry Chappie. Or Chappie Cherry, whichever way you want to pronounce that. See? Again, I'll show you again. Here, see? This is a screenshot. See, there it is. Chappie Cherry, followers you know. And there's Pippa. Almost at the top. But again, her followers her follows on Twitter aren't an endorsement in any way whatsoever. Because if they were, she would also have to endorse everything I say, because she does follow me as well. But in the case of Chappie, though, I do believe it's for her own good to unfollow Chappie. Because, you know, some leftoid might use this against Pippa at some point. But I don't know if Pippa cares enough at this point. I mean, just the other day, she even made a joke about something like that, about being called a Nazi again during the Anthem singing stream. When she made comments about Germany. She said that she's gonna be called Nazi again. So at least she's that aware. She's that aware of it. Wouldn't that just be caving to cancel culture intimidation? Sure, but again, Pippa is in a corporation. She's in a company, and what happens to her also can reflect on her co-workers, and Pippa doesn't want to do that. She never wanted that to be a thing. So just, you know, for the sake of the people that she works with, for the sake of her friends, as you know, her co-workers are also, at least most of them are her friends, she you know, she wouldn't want her behavior or whatever she does badly reflect on the others. So just for the sake of, you know, them being able to live and work peacefully in Face Connect. But again, this is not a fucking requirement. I'm not demanding that she do it. I'm just suggesting that, you know, it would be a valid move to do. Because people online are retarded. As you've seen from today's fucking stream, they're very, very fucking stupid. Very, very bad people. if Cherry actually has like a significant other, I wonder what kind of Hitler he would have to be with some woman like that. Because it's hard to think that whatever Cherry says is like a bit, like she's just playing. Like at some point where you say so much shit and all the time, it cannot be a joke anymore. These become your actual beliefs, and the way she phrases all that shit. Sure, she may end some of the things she says with the laughter, but I genuinely believe that she believes most of the shit that she says. Gazeta Wyborcza could cancel her if they knew what VTubers are. She couldn't get away with all it as regular YouTuber probably. No, she probably couldn't get away with it as a regular YouTuber. But also, I can imagine the popular Polish press has different concerns other than what an anime girl thinks about black people. I don't think they're gonna care much, to be honest. A big factor is just not giving a fuck. Yes, but Pippa does actually give a fuck. That's the problem. Like, Pippa is not unbreakable in that sense. She had many breakdowns over the years over the fact that she feels that her behavior reflects badly on others in her company. So I doubt she changed that outlook. So I'm just saying. Yeah, it's no more than a bit than the racist VTuber. Can't remember his name. The Rinji VTuber you're talking about is Uki Violeta, the guy that's definitely afraid of white people. But Chappy Cherry is much worse than Uki Violeta. But I also think Uki Violeta would have no problem calling white people slurs if he had the opportunity to do so. He would gladly do that. Pippa wasn't unhinged at that point where she wasn't Pippa because she was still trying to learn her ropes. I think she was more afraid to let loose, to just be herself, and just have fun with it. She tried to appeal to people in whatever way she thought was good at the time. I imagine that was the mindset back then, instead of just being a fed posting rabbit on the internet. Who's more racist, Uki or Chappy? Chappy is easily, like, based on evidence. Based on evidence, Chappy, like, hands down. Like she wins the racist Olympics. She gets the gold fucking medal in racist Olympics. Very easy. By the way, so I interact with Sunny on Twitter. Any opinions about that? I don't have any opinions on that because I really don't follow them. I don't have any opinions about that. They can interact with whoever they fucking wish. If anyone makes a big deal out of it, then I might get interested because people usually get interested in stuff like that, and then all kinds of unhinged narratives come from that. So at that point, I might get interested. We'll have to see. But at this point, I'm thinking if there's anyone else out there that can actually top the behavior of Chappy. I don't think there's anyone like that. Yeah, Chappy is like she's like a Swiss fucking army knife of racism. She's not saying anything the average working class Pole wouldn't agree with. Really, she also feels like a troll with no real ideological backing to her hot takes. I don't know. She could be doing it for attention, but at some point you have to be held accountable for the shit that you say, because at no point in time did she say that all of this is just a bit. she may be trying to garner an audience of super based people, as they call them. Maybe she wants that sort of audience because she feels that's the biggest group that would support her. It's a possibility. And, you know, if she actually doesn't believe all of that shit, I think that makes it worse because she's just pretending to be retarded and racist. And she's very good at being racist. So if she's just pretending to be racist, I don't know how much that says about her as a person. You know, at least when someone's an extreme racist, they have some principles. They're terrible principles, sure, but at least they are consistent. If she's actually making all of this shit up for attention, then yeah, she's even worse. Yeah, she should learn like how to be a real racist, like Uki is, if she's actually fucking pretending. That's the only positive thing I can say about her, and the fact that she has a good voice. If she decided to stop being based, she could make more out of herself. It's not like she had bad viewership or anything. She wasn't a V-tweeter like in any sort of metric. She had very good statistics, very good averages. I do know there's like some accusations of her botting her streams, but I don't think that's the case because her chat, from what I've seen, moves pretty fast. And she's very interactive with them constantly, so I don't know about that thing. But you know, she's guilty of so many things, so who knows? She could have been view botting as well. Who the fuck knows? And speaking of view botting, I might do a Haunted Cop style of stream at some point about a certain popular VTuber that's not popular at all. Like, she's the most unpopular popular VTuber. And her lack of principles actually genuinely pisses me off. I even mentioned her the other day. I just have to, you know, muster up the time and the will to do a stream like that. County. That's Feifei. I'm gonna be very fucking quick and honest about it. That's Feifei. The loot tuber. That's what I want to do a stream about. She's one of the most disingenuous, useless shooters out there. And I completely am disgusted by her behavior. And the fact that she holds no principles and would go so far as to bait sympathy from other people. And very likely pretend to, you know, get hated on just so she could get pity pats from people naive enough to believe her. She's a female Nox. Well, Nox is one of the people that promoted her. She wrote his coattails very well. There's narratives about their relationship in the sense that Feifei and Nux are longtime friends, and Nux wanted to promote her as like a part of his business venture thing. But none of that has any evidence behind it. But they're very connected. That's a thing that's actually is confirmed. I don't know what the charm is. She's certainly not charming to me, but that's a personal opinion. Lowbrow. And I say this as a person that covers VTuber drama. Her content is so lowbrow, it's like in the gutter. If you can call that shit content. So yeah, I might do a stream about her at some point if I have the will to do so. We'll have to wait and see if I muster up enough will about it. I like punk girls, but what she does with that aesthetic is insulting. In fact, is insulting to loot tubing, and I say that as someone that works professionally with loot content. It's bottom of the barrel shit. Fefe is literally nobody. Yes, that's why I'm saying she's the most unpopular popular streamer. Pippa collabed with her out of like a weird sense that Fefe did like some radio streams in the past where she just played music, and that's what Pippa remembers her from, and that's about the extent of it. I work with both hands and both feet because they send me to a lot of different places, like Anime Expo, for example. It's a very lucrative business, the business of 2D porn. You just have to know how to do it properly. And how to sell it, that is, as well. But yeah, let's not talk about Faith here because that's annoying. Let's end the stream. that's the better idea. Let's end the stream on a high note. Before my mood gets spoiled by talks about Feifei. So I hope you guys enjoyed what you've seen. I'm gonna archive this stream offline as well, as I've been doing with some of my past streams. I should do it more often or all the time as well, because the content of this stream is so fucking out there. I'm not sure about the fate of this stream. It's very all up in the air. We'll have to wait and see. We do know that this shit did fly on Twitch, but I don't think it's gonna fly on the YouTube much. But you guys take care of yourself. Have a good evening, good morning, or a good night, wherever you find yourself in the world. Don't be Polish, I guess. Or if you want to be Polish, be like Mori Calliope. Be like 1/4 or something Polish. The best Polish VTuber in the world is Mori Calliope. And I'm not changing my mind. You guys have a good one, and bye-bye. I'll play you off with some nice music.
Stay きながら